8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
Burger King presents 4 bright, colorful Star Wars glasses.
Hey, it's Luke Skywalker.
And the princess.
Gee, wow! Get your kids a different Star Wars glass each week. Buy a regular serving of Coke for 59 cents plus tax. Get Chewbacca. Get Darth Vader. R2-D2 and C-3PO.
What mission? What are you talking about?
We can get all 4.
Star Wars glasses at Burger King until February 2nd.
Pode 2, 3.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Eat whatever the fuck you want. Soon you will be dead. So what difference is it making? Stop listening to what people say about you. Stop chasing the perfect summer body. Whether you are fat or thin, haters will hate. And soon your haters will also die. Hopefully in the most horrific manner.
It was confiscated?
Yes, it was.
But you, here's one from BF in the chat. We won't get cunt again.
Exactly. Meet the new cunt. Same as the old cunt.
Here are some other phrases you want to know if you want to be sure to sound hip in the 90s. Yo, a greeting.
Yo, Curb, what's up?
Clutch the pearls, said in amazement or disbelief.
Well, you know he's married. Clutch the pearls.
Bucked. In the 80s, it was just wasted.
I don't know how many I had, but boy, did I get bucked. I sure felt it the next morning. That was really the worst thing I'd ever done.
I hope you didn't drive home.
No way.
MacGyver, as in the TV show where the impossible is often accomplished.
I can't believe you got off that speeding ticket. What a MacGyver.
Norville, to secretly undermine.
What? I can't believe she stole your job. You've really been Norville.
Black & Decker, or a real tough assignment. You get the analogy, right?
This job is a real grind. It's just a Black & Decker.
Some phrases may be around forever.
Well, look, I gotta run. Peace.
Bye, Tom.
Saturday nights, distant lights, you, your girl, and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Saturday.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit. We're doing it.
Hey everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am BF. We are live, and this is The Vibe. This is The Vibe Stream Show 228. How's everybody doing today? What's good in this Stream Show hood on this Thursday afternoon, folks? Making our way to the end of the week, halfway through January, already in the new year of 2025. Happy to be here with you. What's good, everybody?
We're doing it.
We are, in fact, doing it. And what are we doing? We're going to blow that work whistle because we're going to let you know. That's right, Thursday the 16th. But it is high noon where I'm coming to you from here on the East Coast of the United States. So some of you might be at work taking your lunch. Yeah, very good. We got that one. That's right. You might be doing that, taking your lunch. But the vibe is worldwide. So let me know what you guys are up to. I was just kind of over there in the Levy-verse. So if you kind of are jumping in maybe a little late, maybe the guys will start everybody. Make some room for the people that'll be coming in gradually, folks, at the end when Bob kind of wraps up over there on the Levy-verse. So how's everybody doing? What do you want to do for the next 3 hours, folks? Let's hang out. Let's see who comes by. Speaking of like Bobby Nick, I was kind of thinking of Bobby Nick, who hung out in the lounge yesterday. Whoa. Bobby Nick, for those that, a lot of people caught it. He had as many as 40 or more people in there, which is a pretty decent amount for our community. A great hangout yesterday. People were throwing out, he charges only $1. It's a bargain to hear your favorite song. He brings back the days of MTV, like if so to speak, for $1. But yeah, we were throwing out the dollars and throwing out the songs. We had a lot of fun. Dead Fool was in there. I think Spawn was in there. All of our friends were in there. So that was a lot of fun yesterday in the lounge. And he had so many requests. He said he was going to stick around as long as he had to take care of them. I know he was on there for many hours yesterday after he did my show. So we'll see if Bobby Nick, if he did a show later, if he's going to stop in yet today. I think maybe our friend Chops will be coming by today later on. So we'll have a Chops day. We'll chop it up. We'll chop it up with our boy Chops. We'll do the BF Live, the Vibe, other news or not so serious news. I'll tack on the Miserable Man News History moment, the Miserable News History with Bob Levy when he was the newsman for the Miserable Man Show. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Joey C. Hey, Joey, I don't know if you're in the chat today, but he was on one yesterday, and he was in the chat yesterday, and I think I said as much that if you just give it a day, Joey, with the technology, a lot of times, any of us, when we have that technology for the first day, none of us get it right, bro. So I think maybe I was kind of right about that it wasn't really anything nefarious from Mr. Patrick Melton. It was just, it's a learning curve. We all go through that, buddy. So I hope Joey C's doing okay with all that. So that was all being talked about. And oh, what about for those of you who kind of really know the kind of first Dabbleverse thing and the whole Kevin Dumbfuck and OJ thing where he pissed on his stuff, Kevin Dumbfuck kind of come out of nowhere. And he was hanging out on Uncle Jack's shack last night. So a lot of crazy goings on. I also think I passed by Ray. Like I thought I was like in an alternate universe because it was like Ray and Tukey and who else was it? The third person or the Potato or whatever. So that was kind of crazy. I passed by that last night. So there's always crazy shit going on in this. I call it the Vibe-verse. We're not the Dabbleverse over here. This is the Vibe-verse over here. We like talking about that crazy stuff, but we don't necessarily go show to show and participate like some of you might enjoy doing here. But what are you going to do for the next 3 hours, folks? Let's hang out with me and have some fun. Like I said, Chop should be by a little later, and we're going to get into all of our fun stuff. We're going to check Cyke Labs. We're going to do National Day Calendar. I got some internet shite for you and whatever we can get into for the next 3 hours. But we know how it goes here on BF Live. None of it starts until I put on my goggles on this Thursday. I go over to the chat. I'm going to run my element. And we're gonna see what everybody's up to with the BF Live, the Vibe. We're gonna create the Vibe, folks. You ready to create it? This is how the Vibe is created. I show up and you throw it out, so let's do it. I'm gonna run my element, put the glasses on, and you let me know what you're up to in the BF Live, the Vibe opening chat family check-in for Thursday, January 16th. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. That's how it works. I get the goggles on. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me, and a vibe is created. So let's go to the opening chat family check-in and get my goggles on right. I got my hat looking right, and so let's go with the opening chat family check-in. I take that out of the studio. I go over to the chat. We scroll to the top. I see some colors coming in and some great messages coming in, so let's get to them. I want to let you know that at the top of every BF Live chat, the Vibe, there it is, my PayPal preset donate options. Thank you in advance. Tits McGee checks in next and says, I get to be the first today. Hoya chat family, love to my sexy mister on the road. Well, come on, man. You know the deal. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. What's up, Tis McGee? The Reverend Wild Bill checks in and says, can I get a Hoya? I believe you said you like the regular, you don't like the Levy Hoy, so here you go, you got a Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
The Reverend Wild Bill says, greetings, everyone. Well, I won't fall for that one just yet. The Reverend Wild Bill also says, taking the boss, wife, we know what the boss means, to the doctor and then to supper. I like that, S-U-P-P-E-R, supper. See y'all tomorrow in peace. Well, thank you, the Reverend Wild Bill. Well, in case before you get out of here with your with the missus, with the boss, I want to thank you for the $3 that you sent me utilizing my PayPal preset options. Thank you, my brother, Wild Bill. Pecan checks in and says, Goonie Goo Goo. On a Thursday, and to you I say a hearty Goonie Goo Goo to my friend Pecan. The Reverend Wild Bill gets the love from Pecan as well. Two Joint says positive vibes, not so serious news, Cyke Labs. What else do you need? That's right, let's create the vibe. Two Joints. I see you, brother. No matter what time of the day it is, he always checks in with the hearty good evening. It's LJ Lowe. Hey, LJ Lowe, what do you know? What do you know on this? Whoop, I'm playing with my little audio thing. That's my Bluetooths right here for the phone. Let's see. LJ Lowe, P, good morning from Two Joints. LJ Lowe, MFing Two Joints. What's up, brother? From LJ Lowe. Two Joints and LJ Lowe get the love from Pecan. Mandy Diff checks in, the resident fishing expert. And we kind of sore, but I think we're kind of all that. But how you doing, Mandy Diff? Pecan, my dude, getting the love from LJ Lowe. Mandy Diff says, hit that like button. Would you do that, please, folks? Because I know you like me. You guys are awesome enough to show up here every day and tell me how so, but let the algorithm know that you like me. Deadfool checks in and says, block a friend, a block a friend, block a friend.
You heard a friend, a blocking man.
Who, me?
He kicks out people with just a hand. Hates avocados, ain't that grand.
Oh, what you know about that? Deadfool knows what's up. We were hanging out in the lounge last night, having fun making requests. Not true. I don't block anyone. I do block hate. I do that.
Hear his plan. Blocky friend.
My plan is to make the most of this one trip that we get on this planet. We get one ride, folks. And we were having fun with Deadfool yesterday in the lounge. Two Joints checks in and says, good morning to Deadfool. Pecan says, Mandy Diff and Deadfool, good morning. Mandy Diff says, good morning to Deadfool. Pecan gets the love from Deadfool as well as Mandy. And he throws them cigarettes up. He gets, smoke them if you got them. Two Joints. Mandy Diff gets throwing the cigs up as well. Two Joints, Deadfool says, that's 3 joints. That is 3 joints. That's a little better. Let's see. Mandy, amazing, ha ha ha. Mandy Diff is getting the last. Mandy Diff is throwing out 100 of them now. She's like, fuck it, now they're up to 10. Go hired or go home. That's right, Deadfool, go hired or go home. We're doing it. Pecan knows what's up. We're having it, as Bobby says.
We're doing it.
We're having it, and we're doing it on a Thursday with the chat family. Here comes the vibes. Yeppers, Deadfool from Mandy Diff. My friend Skull checks in with his 1-month member and says Hoya and howdy. And then Skull, it always lets me know after somebody uses their membership that it's kind of a re-up situation. There's the Nightbot running Turkey Threads links for the Levy merch. Two Joints checks in and says, BF Bobby, the vibe. Good morning, brother. Good morning to my bro, Two Joints. Skull gets the shout out love from Pecan. Big ups from Skull. Skull gets the love from Mandy Diff. Stacy Allen checks in.
Eat my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
That's right. Stacy Allen was in the lounge yesterday, and I did not know that was your first time, but we were picking up the vibe and having a great vibe over there. It was a lot of fun. Yes, we did it on Rumble. Bobby and Nick kind of started it off on, kind of fished you in on YouTube. But if you really want to have fun and listen to the music without having copyright issues, we kind of went over to Rumble and had a little fun over there. So it was great seeing Stacy there. Just subbed to the Lunatic Lounge, says Two Joints. Well, you will notice that Bobby Nick's doing it for not only for the Lunatic Lounge and the Bobby Nick 1978 on YouTube, but also Bobby Nick's Rumble channel link will be running throughout the entirety of this show's chat. Skull gets the love from Mandy Diff. Howdy, Mandy Diff from Skull. Skull gets, and Stacy Allen, good morning from Two Joints. Skull gives the love to Two Joints, my man. Baby Sakamo checks in and says, good afternoon, BF, and Hoya. What's up, my man? Hoya to you, baby Sakamo.
Quiera, Hoya. Quiera, Soya. Quiera, Hoya.
Two Joints says, baby Sakamo, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's one show ago. Stacy Allen getting the cherry pie love and the Hoya from Pecan. Chris Abels checks in and says, word BF. Word BF. Oh. Everybody say, when you hear the call, you got to get it underway. Word up. Word BF. Sakamo, what's up, Chris Abels? Baby Sakamo says, Two Joints, I missed you, man. Pecan says, baby Sakamo with the devil horns. Two Joints says, Chris effing Abels to Cal.
Chris fucking Abel?
Chris, I gotta say, you're my bro, but I know you're laughing at it too. Bob busting your chops about get the fuck out of here, that Tikal. That shit's never gonna catch on. He's been trying for 2 fucking years. He had me rolling. I know he had you rolling too, brother. It's always good getting one in on Bob. Happy Thursday, you beautiful savages from LJ Low. You beautiful savages. Baby Sakamo gets the love to Pecan. Pecan gives the love to Chris Abels with a hearty goonie goo goo. Chris Abels says Stacy, Pecan, baby, and Two Joints, and hashtag it has the for the ladies emoji. That's right, and you can do that too if you're a member right here on BF Live. You can have the Tom Gully Poo emoji, for the ladies emojis. You can have fun with all of those emojis. Baby Sakamo says, and Chris Abels to Cal. LJ Lowe says, oh no, if Chris is here, that means so is his song. Chris Abels, my brother. Yo, to Cal, baby, says Chris Abels. It's never going to catch on, Chris. Skull says, baby Sakamo, my brother in arms, standing against the Cleveland slow-mo-sexual. Oh my God. Yeah, that was so surreal seeing Ray on with like Tukey, like I said, with the down Tukey, whoever it was, and and the potato last night. That was very weird. Chris is laughing at LJ and says, cheers. Johnny A checks in and says, smash that like. There's a guy who always brings a vibe into wherever he comes. How you doing, Johnny A? I saw you over in the Levyverse chat. Chris Abel says, Skull and Johnny, cheers. Johnny A gets the love from our friend Pecan. Johnny A throws the Hoya out to Chris Abels. Hoya Pecan from Johnny A as well. The Hoya goes back right from Chris Abels. Cyke says, shouts out Chris Abels. Cyke, oh boy, there he is. Come on, brother. I know you've been kind of down on. It's good to see you back in the chat so early, so soon. Baby Sakamo checks in with a most generous $2 super chat and says, join Replayables. That's tonight o'clock at 10 p.m. East on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel and LFG. That means let's fucking go, folks. And that's a perfect segue to remind you that that link is also running in my chat. If you want to hang out tonight, Midweek Freaks, Thursday night, we try to switch to Thursday so we don't overlap when Perry's on. We have fun on a Thursday night, and you really wouldn't believe it, folks. For a weeknight, the Midweek Freaks are there. We drink, smoke, laugh and joke. We eat some edibles if that's what you're down with. Or hell, if you just want to sit there and giggle and not do anything, that's fine too. But if you want to hang out tonight, do that on 100 Proof Podcasting channel with Chris Abels and myself with Replayables. Cyke, good morning from Two Joints. Thank you for that, baby Sakamo. Appreciate the two. Cyke, good morning from Two Joints. Chris Abels gives the love to Cyke. There's Chops checking in the chat, bro. I believe as soon as he's done taking care of some business, he'll probably be jumping in with us later on. What's up, Chops? How you doing, bro? Mandy Diff has got the pizza love for Chops. Ooh, is that from the pizza talk from yesterday? Thank you so much, baby Sakamo. Mandy gets the shout out love from Chops Talk. Johnny A says Hoya to Cyke. Chris Abel says Mandy Diff cheers. Our friend Cyke Clyde says, I passed out in the middle of uploading videos and only had time to get the Bob news in there before needing to go to work. LOL. Moving, being sick, and everything finally caught up. That's right. Take care of yourself, bro, because if you don't listen to your body it'll put you where you need to be. So be cool with that. Thank you, brother. I have a little theme, and today in Cyke Labs, I've got another theme based on so much of the great content you've already done, my friend. So stay tuned for Cyke Labs segment later on. Falk, yeah, says baby Sakamo. Let's go. We're going to do Cyke Labs. I went back into the annals. I don't know. I went back into the library just the same of Cyke Labs and looked up some stuff I like and came up with a theme I'll present to you later on in our Cyke Labs content segment. LJ Lowe says, Mandy Diff, always great to see you. Mandy Diff says, Chris fucking Ables, and I say, Chris fucking Ables? She knows what's up. Johnny A, hey brother from Cyke Clyde. Cyke is getting all the yellow hearts and love from Mandy Diff. LJ Lowe gets the salute from Cyke Clyde. Cyke emoji and Hoya from Peacunt. Cyke says hello to Mandy with the hearts and the love. Mandy Diff, LJ, Dead Fool, Baby Sakamo. Baby Sakamo says EA Sports. It's in the game. And to that I say, EA Sports. It's in the game. Chris Abel says, Dead Fool cheers. Pecan says, Chopstock, what's up? El says, Cyke, my dude. Stay warm with this Arctic cold we are getting in the front range this weekend. Yeah, I think we're due for another blast of Arctic air here in the lower 48 from up north. So if you're in the path of that, which I think I might be as well, I think we're just stuck to having a winter no matter how much I want to deny it. Look out for that coming up this weekend. Cyke Clyde gets the love from our friend Chops Talk. Cyke says, I was blocked by BF Chang. Don't let him fool you. You son of a bitch. You were sick. That's not true. I repeat, that's not true. Dead Fool says, he says, Chris fucking Abel? Chops Talk says, EA cunt. It's in the vagina. P cunt. Chops gets the love from our friend Cyke Clyde. Dead Fool gets the love from Chops Talk. Cyke Clyde says, LJ Lowe, I saw that. My warehouse is going to be so cold when that cold blast comes through. Chops Talk gets the love from our friend Dead Fool. LJ Lowe says, yeah, dude, you and Ding, stay safe with that cold. Good morning to Chops Talk from Two Joints. Chops Talk says it right back to Two Joints. Brian Kowalczyk checks in and says, Nick Nation. I'm trying to remember, bro. So many of our friends were in and out. Did you happen to hang out in the lounge yesterday afternoon? Did you stop in and out? But we had a lot of fun. And it was great hearing other people's musical styles and influences and stuff. I threw out Volbeat, and Deadpool thought that was for, that he kind of thought that was for him, but we were counting all the assholes in the room. We were definitely not alone, Deadpool. I said Leadful. Yeah, so we had a great time doing that, and it was great hearing like other people's song choices, and I love that. I love music. I always have loved music, and what I love about it is that even at this age, I still discover new things that I like about it. So what's up, Brian Kowalczyk? Brian gets the love right back from Peacunt. Dead Fool is dancing because we was dancing. We were having fun. We were having it. We were doing it. Can I get a Goya? I need a beans. Oi, don't be hawking me for some beans over here. BK gets the cheers from Chris fucking Abels. Stacey Allen says, okay, this is embarrassing. I was dancing to Hoya just now, but I'm at the gym with headphones on. Now I'm getting stares. Hoya! Well, come on now. See, what do they think about your Gano dance, Stacey? I know she'll let us know what they thought about her Gano dance. That's an awesome story. Pecan, that's right. Just let it take you over. Let the Hoya go through you, girl. Brian Kowalczyk shouts out, Pecan. Chris Abels, Tikal. It's never going to catch on, Brian Kowalczyk. LMAO Stacy from Chris Abels. Chris Abels says, Tikal BK, fantasy football stud. Baby Sakamo says, Sko, my man. Two Joints says, hope you're feeling better, Cyke Clyde. I got the flu. And he didn't say I got the flu. I got it. He says, I got the flu. And you know, it's a little extra serious when somebody says, I got the flu. Because people say, well, I may have the flu. I may be feeling a little under the weather. But when somebody says, man, I got the flu, you know that's a sick person right there, Two Joints. Mandy Diff throws out the love to Stacy. Tess McGee says, Stacy, that's awesome. Hoya is an amazing song. All right. Widow Killer's checking in. He's already given you the advance because when I go over to my news desk, I'm going to let you know the breaking news. We're going to start off with a celebrity death report about Bob Uecker. Baby Sakamo checks in and says, Stacey Allen, I would be staring at you too. Peacunt shouts out Tits McGee. LJ Lowe shouts out Chops Talk. Widow Killer, so sad from Chris Abels. Brian Kowalczyk says, dance like no one is watching, Stacey. That's right. That's what I do.
Hello, Frisco.
That's what I do. Stacy's laughing, which is the point. LJ Lowe's getting the salute from Chops Talk. Spawn checks in and says, good afternoon, BF. Our host was jamming out to Golden Earring in the lounge. That was a fun hang. How about it, brother? It was, man. Spawn was there. Man. I think at one point Spawn had like $11 in the kitty, and about 11 songs needed to be played like in a row. So we had a block of Spawn songs, and a lot of fun hearing your choices there, Spawn. Dylan from somewhere checks in. It's Dylan, and he says, use lube to get into the annals of history. That's right. That's a more you know from our friend. What's up, dude? How you been, man? Oh, let's see. I'm trying to use the... I'm getting in the anals right there. I need what Dylan says. Dylan, and Dylan. How you doing? The Dylan from somewhere. Dead Fool says, gotta get my ears lowered back in a bit. That's another term for a haircut, folks. Sometimes you just want to keep the hair. You get your ears lowered a little bit. We'll see you when you get back, Dead Fool. Mandy Diff gives the love to Spawn and Dylan from Mandy Diff. Chris Abel says, peace to Dead Fool. Spawn and Widow Killer from Peacunt. I'm a winter denier too, BF. Ain't it, Stacy? And when I look out the window, because if we get, all I need is a 50-degree day, girl, like 45, 50, and with no precipitation around, and I can almost fool myself. But man, when it's cold like this, and you still got the snow, and you got the little slickness going, forget it, I know. Josh in Tennessee checks in and says, Hoya chat family. He's always grinding. What's up, Josh in Tennessee? Always picturing you working some heavy equipment and grinding and working hard. How you doing, Josh? I see you just popping in backstage, our friend. Terry Nee says, I stole Cyke's machine. Check Discord. Let us see what we got here. Let me check Discord. Terry Nee, it's time to play. It's time to play Check Discord with Terry Nee. Here we go, folks. I'm going to hit Discord. I'm going to hit Terry Nee. I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit, where's that at? I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to say, hi, folks. Oh, here you go. Where's that? Is that? Uh-oh. What is that you said? I stole Cyke. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, I'll play this for you real quick. This is a Terry Nee jam. Let me make it big screen. All right. Terry Nee, he's coming for your title there, Cyke Clyde. So let me do this real quick, and I see you backstage. I'm trying to got buttons and whistles going. Here we go.
Somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
There you go. That's a Terry Nee jam right there. All right, well, I'm in the middle of the opening chat family check-in. I'm checking my Discord with Terry Nee, but now I'm going to bring him in. He's the bro you know. He's our friend from the Great White North. He is the host of The Lounge himself. It's Bobby Nick. What's up?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're having it, motherfuckers.
Whoa, coming hot, buddy. What's up, man, after coming off of a banger of In the Lounge show yesterday?
Oh, it really was. I would have to say that's my best episode yet. I mean, so many participants. I was like, holy shit. It was overwhelming at one point there. I was like, am I going to remember all these people and who what video belongs to? I got to start writing that shit down.
I told you grab a pen and a pad at some point, but it's funny. You just never know what day is going to draw how all these things are going to come together. But I know I saw as many as 40 or more, but I got to say, which is a fair amount for our modest little community and our shows, and not really putting much notice out there about it.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty epic. It was pretty fucking epic.
We're talking about hanging out with Dead Fool and how he was in there, and we were playing songs, and how my boy Spawn had like at least $11 a hit in the kitty at one point when we talked about
man.
it.
Yeah, he's always there. He loves In the Lounge, and I appreciate that guy so much. But you know, the thing I like about In the Lounge so much is that people teach me, about music.
I kind of touched on that.
Yeah, I don't know about a lot of these videos that they're sending me. And
who was that guy that Charles something like that? Not Charles Barkley, but something like he was the James Brown guy.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that there's a lot of awesome stuff that people are sharing with me, and it turns me on to new music that I can listen to.
Yeah. That's one of the things I mentioned that I liked about it too, is that you get to hear other people's like things that you wouldn't otherwise may not have been exposed to. So you hang out, you have fun. Stacey Allen said that was her first time in the lounge, and she had a blast.
Oh well, I'm really glad to hear that, Stacey. That's awesome.
So we were already talking about how much fun we had in the lounge before you got here, buddy. So I'm sure everybody's going to be jumping in the chat to say hello to you. So let's continue on with that. Chops gets the love from Tits McGee. Lurking says to Chunks to checking in. You still working on them cushions? You still pushing them cushions? You a cushion pusher? Do you think over there? Terry Nee gets the laugh from Chris Abels. Spawn gives the love to Mandy Diff. Spawn shouts out Pecan. Mandy Diff, Nick, do the lounge today? She says, See, they were talking about 24-hour lounge, 26-hour lounge, right?
I know, yeah.
I thought I was going to do that there for a minute, Bob, because you were getting unprecedented basically a crowd there. It's like a really good time.
Yeah, it was a good one.
The lovely Mrs. Ding Dong, you get the digital kiss. That's Cyke, Mrs. Cyke Clyde. You get there you go. How about a Levy Hoya?
Kera Hoya. Kera Soya. Kera Hoya. Kera Hoya.
Hoya Ding Dong. Pecan said Josh in Tennessee and a Chunkster. Terry Nee says apparently BF loves man videos also. Not true. I repeat, not true. Terry ceased and cyst coming, says Cyke Clyde. You're gonna seize on it. I'm gonna seize your cyst. Pecan gives the love to Ding Dong with a Hoya. Chris Abel says Ding Dong Hoya. Donkey checks in. There he is. Come on, Donkey. Come on. Donkey was hanging out in the lounge yesterday making requests. And shouts out Spawn, Deadful, Mandy Diff, Ding Dong, Pecan, BF, Space Nerd, Hoya. Yeah, man. So Donkey was over there too. We're counting everybody who was over there.
I gotta thank all the people who bought Donkey some credits. That was awesome of them. Awesome of them.
Yeah, man.
There.
And that's another thing about your show that's really good. There's the community is great, and other people were throwing out dollars. Matter of fact, I do so much stuff. Was it Donkey? No, it wasn't Donkey. Somebody before that. Shit, I'm trying to figure out who threw out the first dollar for me. Was it 2 joints? It probably was 2 joints. Was 2 joints over there?
I know.
Somebody threw out $1 for me, and the love spread like that. So almost like a membership, like kind of love kind of thing happened over there, where somebody would throw out $1 and say, "Hey, this is for someone else to request a song." Great time hanging out.
Yeah.
Stacey, you're getting the For the Boys stares. Stacey said that she's in the gym working out, and she's suddenly dancing to Hoya, and she's getting those looks for dancing to Hoya.
Well, yeah.
So that's what's up with that. Donkey Kongington getting the love from Mandy Diff. My home's Donkey Kongington from Spawn. R.I.P. Bob Uecker, the greatest announcer and main reason why the Major League movie ruled. Cyke, Chris Abels, Josh, Stacey Allen, and Terry Nee Hoya from Donkey Kongington. Mandy Nee gives the love to Terry Nee and Widow Killer. My niece Tina is checking in and says, "Hey, Uncle Bob, it's flurries out there. I know, girl." What's up to my niece Tina there? Yes, I just looked out the window right before I started the showtime, and yes, we got some flurries in the area currently. Tina gets
we got heavy snow off and on today. We got something I've never heard of before. We got a warning for it. What is it? Oh, it's gone now. Shit.
All right, I see you backstage. I'll give you a second.
Damn it, I can't remember what it was. Shit. I can't remember what it was called, but it's like heavy snow that's like
thunder snow.
No, not thunder snow.
You've been thunder snow.
Yeah, heavy snow that's like not necessarily like all over. Like it can be sporadic and not in every single place, like in an area. I forget what the fuck they call it.
Sporadic thunder snow. Let me say shit.
No, it's not thunder snow at all.
You've been thunder snow.
But we still do have a wind warning. For 80 kilometers an hour wind, 90 kilometers now. Oh my God. This afternoon.
90 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say hello to Pecan checking in. Saying hello to Donkey Kongington. Brian says hello, Terry. That got me too. What did I say, Terry? Oh, Bob Uecker still alive. We got to get to that because everybody's ruining that. Chris Abels is getting the shout out love from Josh in Tennessee. Dylan from somewhere says hola to Donkey Kongington. Donkey Kongington shouts out BK with a Hoya. Spawn says, would the Hoya gentleman be interested in some drink, joke, laugh, and smoke? Does he have a history of abusing cough syrup? Spawn, out of an odd sequence of events, somehow with, I think, Space Nerd, reached out, and we already had the guy with this Steven from, he's the synth pop troubadour. We actually had him on Replayables already. Brett's Hollywood Show checks in and says, I legitimately just agreed to fill the Dallas Cowboys head coaching vacancy, 4-year deal. The terms weren't disclosed. Good. All right, Brett.
Oh, nice.
You're going to be with their Deion Sanders. They're just talking about maybe him. Low of 0 on Tuesday. Fuck, says Terry Nee. Holy shit. Hola, Dylan. Como estás? From our friend Donkey Kongington. A hey tween from 2 Joints checking in. Cyke Clyde says, Terry Nee, boo. Hashtag justice for Cyke. I'll make you go live with Bob, Terry, like Pretty Bird. Uh-oh. I'll make you go live with Bob. Uh-oh. You don't want that. Terry Nee says Chris Abels. Tits McGee says, yeah, Mama Nick. Mixmaster Bobby Nick is in the house. That's right. He turned his camera off. Bobby Nick's getting the acknowledgement from our friend P. Cunt. Canadian Corner is what it's all about, says 2 Joints. Captain Nick in the lounge. Good evening, Mr. Nick. I don't know where he went, but hopefully he's hearing all this. It's Judgment Day at the ballpark. Free tickets are given away to Actually Alive in the playoff. Holy shit, let's go. I'm going to get through these because I got to get over to, I want to see Sneeve checking in. There you go. Schnee checks in and says, I believe in everyone in the chat. Well, thank you, Schnee. I believe in you, and I believe in Sasquatch and everyone in that community. And that's a big running theme over there. Sasquatch is all about positivity and positive vibes and all that stuff. And at some point during his live, if you go watch it by clicking on the Discord link over here, it'll get you to his YouTube channel. It's all about believing in yourself and telling somebody else in the chat or in the world that you believe in them every day. So I believe in you, Schnee. How you doing today? Granny checks in and says, Bobby's so dumb, you got to pay him a loony to teach him. I know, you got to, and then, right, you imagine going to the strip club with Bobby or a Canadian where you got to throw loonies and tunas. Oh,
that's the only way I learn. That's the only way I learn, when you're paying me, bitch.
You got to pay me to learn. How you doing, Granny? Right. Yeah, I seen, well, let me bring I want to bring our, let's see, Bobby, you got that one. I saw the Kevin Dumbfuck kind of showed up on Uncle Jack's last night after he's kind of really not been doing shows lately.
Yeah, I was like, what?
And he let his hair grow in and all that stuff. So that kind of happened last night.
He looked like Rick Grimes.
All right. Let's see. Why don't we go have our next friend come in backstage? He's a bro that everybody's just getting to know and a kind of recent new, and I hope to be a future regular here on BF Live. He's the bro you know now. It's Chopstalk checking in. What's up, Chops?
Hey, Bobby 1, Bobby 2. How we doing?
Bobby 1 and Bobby 2. Man? All right, man. How's it going today? I see you ready. You got your gloves on. You a little cold up there where you're at?
Oh no, I wear these gloves just on a regular basis. I have sweaty palm syndrome, is what I call it.
Oh yeah, they have a thing like somebody had like a bomb for it and all that stuff. I understand that's like a real condition that some people really struggle with, where their shit will really get going. So you got that,
honestly, huh? I will sweat through my palms way more than anywhere else in my body. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've kind of heard of that. Well, welcome, man. How's it been going? What's going on the last couple of days? What's up? Anything good?
Oh no, nothing crazy. Just same old, and we're back.
Same old, we're back. All right, man. Well, it's good to have you here. Let's see.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah, we were just talking about a little this and that, doing the chat family check-in and all that stuff. Granny brother, hope you and Lemmy are good. I seen Tiff with 3F checks in and shouts out Spawn. What's up, laughing at Spawn? How you doing, Tiff with 3Fs? Y'all sneaking in here. I was trying to glaze through the rest of this chat so we can get on some other fun stuff, because I do have that celebrity death report I want to do, and we're going to do some news, and maybe Chops, you might have something we're going to kind of do maybe after Cyke Labs later, if you got that ready.
Sure, I'm down for it.
All right. I'm here for it, Schnee, says 2 Joints. Daily Bobby Nick prevents nicotine withdrawals. Yeah, he does. Bobby smokes so you don't have to. Stacey Allen says, I'm a Hoya purist. I like the original version best. Okay, duly noted. Gassis checks in and says if it's Charles Bradley, not Charles Barkley. I knew it was in the ballpark. How you doing, Gassis or Gassis? Yeah, we were hanging out over there in the lounge yesterday. Charles Bradley. kind of a James Brown guy. May he rest in peace, says Gacious. LJ Low checks in and says Donkey Kong didn't hate my brother. Tits McGee says Stacy, I agree. The original Hoya is my preference. I'll duly noted that, people. Okay. Spawn, absolutely. Entire team didn't age well. The Indians turn. No problem. Mandy. Hoya, you Hoyas from Space Nerd sneaking in here. Good morning to BF Live The Vibe. Good morning to you, Space Nerd. Everybody's checking in today. Good morning, Donkey Kongton from Space Nerd. Cyke gets the love from Space Nerd as well. Hoya Space Nerd from Johnny A. It's going to be -10 here this weekend, folks. So bundle up, get your firewood, get your pizza, get your soda, get you everything you need to be snowed in. Tits McGee gets the love from Gases Hoya. Oh, hail, says a friend Shnee. Thunderstruck. Hail. Oh, Shnee was guessing hail, Bobby Nick. Was your weather condition hail?
No, not hail. Fuck.
Wasn't hail neither.
It was just on my fucking forecast thing, and now it's gone. I can't remember the name. I think it started with an N. I think it started with an N.
I was like, get out of here. That sounds like the most beautiful chaos I've ever heard of. Thunder snow.
No, well, it's not thunder
snow. Well, it does happen around here occasionally where you get like actual lightning during it and stuff like that.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a real thing?
Yeah, thunder snow is a real thing. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. It can actually thunder and lightning when you get the conditions right. Yeah, you'll get like a thunderstorm and you'll get snow. You get the thunder snow. Yeah.
I thought it was an accidental combination of words I'd never heard before. So I was like, oh, shit, that sounds cool.
Or just a really rare AC/DC song or something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Real shitty one. That is unacceptable. Back again. Dan Werb interrupting my slacking. I hate when that happens, Skull. Super snow. Scattered. Terry Nee says, Bobby Nick. Scattered snow?
No.
Snow nuggets.
Oh, no. Squall.
Oh, a squall. Okay. A snow squall. I've heard of squalls before. Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
All right. It's a squall, y'all. Just like Humpty Dumpty. JFK checks it and says, localized flurries. Nope. Headshot. I think we got it, JFK Headshot. How you doing there, buddy? Let's see. That's a great point. They're talking about Major League and stuff like that. Snowblind. Uh-oh. Snowblind. The blizzard. A blizzard? No, not a blizzard. Good morning. Good morning, dude, to Brian K. from Two Joints. Wow, that blows to Josh in Tennessee. Pecan gets the love from Space Nerd, as well as JFK and Gases gets the love from Pecan. Space Nerd gets the love from Shnee. Shnee, cheers, and Hoya from Donkey Kongington. Space Nerd shouts out BK, Two Joints, Spawn, and Josh. Good morning, just in general, from Space Nerd. Let's see. I'm going to get through these. I'm going to go down. Y'all can say hello to each other. I'm going to go. There's Brett's Hollywood Show. I see checking in because we got to get over. Chops gets the love from Tiff with 3 F's checking in.
Oh, hey, Deb.
We're gonna do a little celebrity death report. Oh, Mason in Portland checks in. I want to make sure I at least got. You can say hello to each other, but I want to acknowledge you at least one time. Sweaty palm syndrome. I have hairy palm syndrome. Hello. Hi-yo. Who'll be here all week?
I forgot about that rumor. Oh my God. You guys remember growing up thinking about that?
His friend is Harry Palmer. Harry Palmer, that is. Yeah. Going to grow in your palms.
You get hairy palms. Like,
look who's checking in. What's up, my brother? Some Joey Catalano is checking in the chat today.
Joey.
Not Charles Barkley's dad. No. That wasn't who we were talking about earlier. Oh, Boss Tiff giving the love with Tiff with 3 F's, giving the love out. Died. All right, we got to get on with this because y'all blowing it. King of all diffs is here. A lot of people are here. What's up, Catalano TV? I thought you would be in here. Is it Grapple or no? It's not Snapple. Ooh, easy there, Bobby Nick. Let's get in here.
I did say it starts with N, right?
I'm guessing someone played Charles Bradley doing changes. It is awesome, said our friend Chunkster checking in.
No, it was oh great. Shit, I can't remember the name of the song.
Changes by
very heartfelt song.
The way he sang it, he put some blues behind it, and man, it was
amazing. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Yeah, this one I haven't heard before though.
Our friend LJ Lowe checks in and says, I've had thunder snow here in Colorado at least once a year. So yes, we do get it occasionally when we get the right conditions.
Thunder snow.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I would take a shot of thunder snow to that. All right. A whiteout, says Johnny A. No, we already established that it's squall. Hi, LG. I requested Ain't It a Sin, but the Changes cover is fantastic as well.
That's what it was.
All right. Hashtag short and curlies. A squab. A snow squab. You were close. It was a squall. You were closest without going over. Hey, a Tiff with 3 Fs from our friend LJ Lowe. Hi, Tiff with 2 Fs from Gaseous. Hi, Spawn from Tiffany Washington. There's the Sasquatch Discord link. I love Major League. I love Squab, says Donkey Kongington. Oh, yeah? Well, you know what I love.
Funny name.
I like turtles.
There you go. There's also something called a squall line. It looks like a perfectly straight line cut out in the clouds. Yep, we've heard of those too. What's up? Don checks in and says, Bobby and Chops.
Hey, Don.
We got all the Bobbies and all the Chops here today. Mason in Portland. Hello, neighbor from Space Nerd. Don's getting the love.
Nerd.
There you go. Don gets the love from Hoya Don from Donkey Kongington. Space Nerd gets the Hoya from Josh in Tennessee. Stacey Allen says, Tiff, you need to create a character called Tiff Diff. Let's see.
Nice.
Hey, Tiff girlfriend from Spawn. Good morning, Tiff from Don. Mason in Portland shouts out Space Nerd. Good morning, ma'am. Articulate John says, I was told if I keep touching it, I'll go blind.
Oh yeah, that too.
Mhm,
You'll have hairy palms and you'll be blind. Nobody ever wants to be that.
I don't know. What are you guys talking about? I have no idea. What are you guys what are you talking
all
about?
comes out now.
I can't see what any of you guys are saying. Oh, I knew it. Oh, Donkey Kong just says, I knew it was a lie because I had been jerking off for 2 years when I heard it. And I knew that if any hair had tried to grow, I was going to keep it worn off anyway. He had an alternative plan. He had a master plan there. There you go. All right, folks. Well, we do have the news and some other fun to get to, and the celebrity death report that everybody's kind of eager to talk about. So some of you know maybe better than others about Bob Uecker passing away. But we'll talk about it. We're going to wrap this up. I'll go over to my news desk. But that was the opening BF Live chat family check in, folks. Let's keep the show moving. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me. And that's how we create a vibe for 3 hours a day. And we have great friends stop in like Bobby Nick. And today, Chops is stopping in today. So, yes, getting on. So, we're all, like I said, even while we're talking about the winter, I still try to deny how cold it is. And it's kind of something I have to do to myself. You know, I just can't quite accept that it's cold, but I don't know.
You know, it's not really cold here, but it's snowing like a motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming down like I've never seen. Holy fucking blowing.
That's a statement coming out of a Canadian man's mouth right there.
I know. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen this. To be honest.
Say, when a Canadian says it's snowing, it's snowing.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, those squalls can be quite, like you said, they're quite random and they can be quite aggressive.
Yeah.
You always hear them. I hear them a lot out on the wall. You hear like they're happening on the water or something because I guess the humidity and the conditions maybe are certain. You get like a squall or something. But I have heard it before. Whoa. The Reverend Bob Levy Quotes is checking in on Face the Book saying, face the book, baby. Well, thank you to the Rev Bob Levy Quotes. And for our friend Brian Clauder checking in on Facebook today. If you could hook a brother up with a like, share, subscribe, wherever you're at for free, I'd certainly appreciate it. And you know what else I'm going to do right now? It's time, folks, because so many people were talking about it, and some of us have heard of Bob Uecker, we've heard of Major League, but let's cover it all in our Celebrity Death Report and other news as I go over to my news desk for the BF Live, The Vibe, Other News, or the Not-So-Serious News. That's right, as Pecan always like to call this. This is Bobby Cronkite time. This is where I get behind my news desk. We'll talk about a couple stories at length. And like I said, folks, you guys were all talking about it. It literally broke while I was watching Bob Levy over there watching Out of the Coffin in the Levy-verse. So let's run this and let's do it because we are starting off the news with one. It is a Celebrity Death Report.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived. They loved, they died.
That's right, folks. We kick off the news with a Celebrity Death Report. They lived, they loved, they died. Death is the great equalizer. It comes for all of us eventually. That's right. It is the guy he did the Major League movie, Bob Uecker, longtime voice of the Brewers and a star of the movie Major League, dies at the age of 90. Let's read a little bit about him. I first originally knew of this guy when they did some of the original with the light beer from Miller commercials. When they did the less filling, tastes great, less filling, and then he did the one where he was always the kind of overlooked baseball legend, and they would be down in the front row. They must be in the front row when they were kind of kicking him out of his seats wherever he went. But this says Bob Uecker didn't have to stretch much to play a quick-witted broadcaster, Harry Doyle, in the movie Major League. Milwaukee Brewers fans happily listened to that act for more than 50 years. Uecker, whose humor made him a celebrity far outside of the baseball world, died Thursday at 90 years old, the Brewers announced. The Uecker family said in a statement that he had been battling small cell lung cancer since early 2023. Uecker was play-by-play voice of the Milwaukee Brewers dating back to 1971, one of the longest runs by a broadcaster with one team in Major League Baseball history. Uecker was the light of the Brewers and the soundtrack of our summers, the laughter in our hearts, and his passing is a profound loss, the Brewers said in a statement. He was the heart and soul of Wisconsin and a dear friend. Bob loved people. His presence warmed every room, and he had a way of welcoming all of us into his world as if we were his lifelong friends. So there's just a picture of him and all, but I actually have the video. I have a little clip of some of his best lines from Major League that I'm going to show you right now here as we honor Bob Uecker, who passed away. He played announcer Harry Doyle in the Major League Baseball spoof movie that starred Charlie Sheen, among others. A young Charlie Sheen. So here you go. Here's some of the Harry Doyle, the crazy announcer from Major League Baseball, a.k.a. Bob Uecker. Rest in peace. Here are some of his funniest moments from the movie Major League.
Top of the ninth, leading 10-7, bases loaded, 2 down, and Rick Vaughn has come on to try and nail it down against Felipe Aguilar, a dangerous right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Ball 4. Ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
He's such a natural that I thought forever he was just an actor. I had no
Yeah,
idea
bro.
he was actually doing this.
All you
Yes.
friends of the feather to another season of Indians baseball.
That's what made it so fun when he's doing a Major League spoof movie. But here he was this guy with all that clout, and he was already doing this. So it was funny that he took to doing it for this.
Faces in Chief Wahoo's tribe this year as they take on the defending American League champs, the New York Yankees. And hopefully we'll have some of the names that go with those faces before their first at-bat. Anyway, listen to the roar of the crowd as the Indians take the field.
Nothing. He's trying.
They love this club here in Cleveland. Just a reminder, fans, about Die Hard Night coming up here at the stadium. Free admission to anyone who was actually alive the last time the Indians won a pennant.
So there you go, folks. Free admission to anybody who was alive. Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, I think it was him who got pissed at Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang for telling that story about how he was like swearing in real life.
Yes. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Artie Lang said that he was so funny in between the pitches. They said he would put the fucking cough button on and say the most sexist, hellacious, outrageous fucking things in between. He said he wove it in between his play-by-play. Artie, yeah, great story, Bob. Thanks for reminding me of that, man. That was a great story. So, yeah, he kind of knew Norm Macdonald and guys. So, yeah, a guy that kind of really did it all. He played in Major League Baseball. He announced it since 1971. He started a movie for it, and all the accolades to him. So, there you go. Rest in peace. That was open up our news with our celebrity death report. Dead at the age of 90. If you didn't hear it, folks, already, Bob Uecker, dead at the age of 90.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
There you go. True Joint says, Artie and Norm clip about Bob would be a great watch along, BF. We'll have to do that. Thank you. Artie and Norm. That will be a great one. Widow Killer says, I suggest playing the video of Andre the Giant choking Bob Uecker, but the WWE will take you right. Bro, you're right, bro. Me and Bobby Nick have experienced that doing many podcasts. Even anything WWE from a second or third source, or if we rip it ourselves, they still get us, Bob, don't they?
Yeah, that's a lesson learned.
Yeah. I'm gonna write
It's a hard
down.
way.
I'm gonna write down Artie Norm and Norm Euchre, Bob Euchre, Bob Ucker. Because sometimes I smoked a lot of weed, folks. If y'all didn't pick up on that, so sometimes the mind ain't always there at the end of the show. Let's see. That's a great idea. So there you go. That would be a great watch along. The East Coast has cold air coming in from Siberia. I don't doubt it about. Pretty Bird checks in and says, Euchre was on the Miller Lite commercial in the 70s. Tastes great, less filling. Tastes great, less filling. Thank you for checking in, Pretty Bird. Look at Pretty Bird. Look at the Pretty Bird. Right, Pretty Bird? So that's our friend Space Nerd. Thanks for checking in, Pretty Bird. Well, we know about all the California wildfires. I got some exclusive, exclusive picture, kind of how they're taking care of it, guys. Check this out. California employs the Cardi B WAP to douse the wildfires.
Wop, 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 that's some wet ass pussy.
There you go. Look at that. They'll be out before you know it. You just throw some wet ass pussy over there. So there you go. That's a news report right there on the California wildfires.
Send it back. We don't want it.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, rest in peace, Bob Euchre and Rip Torn. Yeah, Rip Torn was another funny kind of original dude. Yeah. A one-of-a-kind kind of guy, if you will. All right. We're going to get into, I got a couple of sports stories about this and that. I got some sports stories, a little of this, a little of that, about fire stories. We saw Cardi B's taking care of them wildfires. And this next story that I have for you on the Vibe Other News, or the Not So Serious News, I don't know how many of you guys caught up on this. This is a story that went viral after this past weekend. This piece of shit Eagles fan, sorry, Nikki, in advance or whatever. I know he's not repping all of you. But apparently, this piece of shit Eagles fan was at the Eagles-Packers playoff game. It was played in Philadelphia. Apparently, there were some words being thrown around, and he's been seen in this video multiple times, like calling this girl a dumb cunt, a Packers fan. So, opposing team's fan, a girl at that, calling her, hey, no, you dumb cunt, all this and that. Well, this Eagles fan named Ryan Caldwell, he got called out on this for social media, and he got fired. He breaks his silence on his video, apologizes for his actions that were not without provocation. So he's trying to make an excuse. Two sides to every coin. Fair point, Martini, Steve. I was wondering what happened before this, too. And, you know, I guess I'm for it. He also got banned from the Eagles Stadium for his life. I don't know how far. I don't know about the whole losing his job thing, but this says, Ryan Caldwell, the disgraced Eagles fan who was captured on video heckling Amy Keller, a female Packers fan, and repeatedly called her a dumb cunt, issued an apology Wednesday after he was. Oh, let me pause this. I imagine they'll bleep it. Issued an apology Wednesday after he was fired from his job with a DEI-focused company and banned from all future events at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Caldwell explained in a statement that to the Post that the video circulating does not reflect the full context of what transpired, and my actions were not without provocation in the incident, which took place during the wild card game on Sunday. It also goes on. There's some pictures of him. He's like shouting down there, and as you can see, he's like, "She's a dumb cunt." This is what he was saying. Like, sounds like Kevin Brenner or something. She's a dumb cunt. You see, he's got the look, and she's there. It says, while attending an NFL game last Sunday to support my beloved Philadelphia Eagles, an incident occurred that I deeply regret, Caldwell said. What began as banter with two Packers fans sitting near me escalated to something more serious, and I said things that were unacceptable. In the heat of the moment, I chose unforgiving words to address one of the fans, Mrs. Allie Keller. I want to sincerely apologize to Ms. Keller for those words and to my wife and my family. He also has daughters. And my friends, my former employer, and colleagues. Packers fans, Eagles fans, and excuse me, buddy?
Sorry, this is just a fan?
This was just a fan who went to the game, and as they do, Chops, I don't know how many games or if you ever attended, but, you know, the alcohol and the aggression gets flowing, right, bro? But I don't know why you would be barking at what would mandate you or cause you to be barking, calling a female a dumb cunt? I don't know. There might have been things that were said before this. I don't know.
I guess so. The way I'm looking at it, I thought he did something physical to her. So I'm like, oh, gosh. But just to for me, isn't that how you talk at a game? You know, I know things get heated up, but isn't that just? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to be really emotionally about, like, to think emotionally about it, but it's not hitting for some reason. But maybe I like the word cunt. I think it's a funny word. I don't know.
Yeah, Don says beer muscles. That's what happens at these games. People get beer muscles. Yeah, Don, I say they get the S on their chest that they don't have unless they have the alcohol in them. I mean, not really barking down to a woman and calling them a dumb cunt necessarily, which was kind of, I think, the really harsh part of this. But, yeah, we go say, yeah, boo, boo, fuck you, screw your team, or something like that. But when you're getting personal with dumb cunt, yeah, that's when some hands are going to start to be thrown, and that's what the husband says, that he was there with other guys, and that wasn't going to end well for anybody.
I guess I would have to hear how he said it, because there is obviously a way that you can say it in a more threatening manner.
But it seems like it happened. The husband was recording it. He put it out there for it to go viral, and because of the world we live in nowadays, he was quickly traced down to his place of employment. His place of employment was berated on social media and kind of had this put in their face, and they were forced to deal with it, and they dealt with it by terminating him.
Man, all right.
Just say it like Wendy. You dumb cunt.
Exactly, Bobby Nick. You dumb coon. Why would you say that to anybody? Like, yeah, Wendy would know that you wouldn't do that. You should read the story about how many people who attended last year's Chiefs divisional game had to have amputations. I don't know about that, Spawn, but I do say, in general, in the NFL, I believe that more fights occur in the stands. I think it's one of the NFL's dirty little secrets, Chops. I think a lot of these skirmishes and fights go on that might not hit social media in time, but because I attend some football games too, and I have to think that the percentage of fights is probably greater than we see.
I would think so. Yeah, that's why I was thinking that it isn't this normal stuff, but I guess not. And it shouldn't be normal things. You should be able to go to a game and enjoy it like everybody else, no matter how drunk the other person is.
Yep.
I found a pack of smokes on the on the floor.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long they've been there, but they taste like shit.
But you'll smoke every one of them.
No, I won't. I think I'm gonna have to put these out. I'm gonna have to put it out and throw
it out. Oh man, that's like throwing some steak away, Bobby Nick.
I know, but they taste like shit.
They must have got kicked under the chair or something like that.
Kind of stale, like in a way.
I think they're really stale. Yeah.
They lost. Bobby stood up and found fucking cigarettes next to him. Like, oh, what the fuck is this? Coming out the seat cushions.
They must have. No, they weren't coming out of the seat cushions. They were like beside my chair.
Wow.
So I dropped my lighter down beside my chair.
Okay.
And I was reaching for my lighter, and
and you felt them, huh?
I felt the pack of smoke, so I picked it up, and I'm like, "Oh shit! Well, let's try them out." And
that's the first place I go for my lighters too. If I'm missing a lighter, I'm going for any crevice in any chair.
Oh right, yeah. Any remote, they all go for that. They all love the crevices, don't they? Yep. Yeah. Granny checks in and says, even Bob's parrot had fucking dyslexia and just kept screaming "play" instead of help. See what he did right there? He wrote help backwards. I see what you did there, Granny. Don't forget your flares in emergency kit. That's right, you need flares. Same. I just tell my kids that words or letters push together and they can't. Their words. Oh, and they can't hurt. Interesting. That's that's a good point. LJLO says it sucks that he lost his job, but come on, it's not like this is new. People film everything, and there are consequences to your actions. Employers don't want to be associated with people like that, right? So everybody got away with this shit until it comes down to getting recorded. And not so much. Some sick fuck at a Phillies game about 12 to 15 years ago intentionally vomited on a little girl. Little did he know her dad beside her was a cop. That is crazy.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, if he purposely did that, get him out of there. Fuck that.
Terry Nee has he says, go to Philly, you're going to be called a dumb cunt.
Probably.
That's a more you know from Terry Nee.
Give it time,
Trigger Mize checking in saying he was triggered. True. Not like my friend Trigger. How you doing, Mize? Checking in. Why record it and post it? What a bitch move. Not only that, Tiff, but I saw people criticizing him, guys, because they said, why didn't the husband switch places with her so he would get the brunt from the guy? Very good point. That would have probably been one of the first things I thought to do. Let's see. Well, but my wife's so headstrong. She probably been no. I'll stay here and cuss this motherfucker out. No, fuck that. No,
I don't know. I'd really like to see the whole thing and like be able to analyze the whole situation, because it's like who escalated it. You don't know.
Yeah, I do believe that there were probably some maybe preceding factors. Maybe they would get up and hooping and hollering in their face or something, and maybe he was trying to knock them down a notch and let them know that you were in the opposing stadium. Martini Steve says, if it were a guy, it would be some friendly banter. Because it's a woman, it was taken as abuse. You make a fair point, Martini Steve, in general, but there's only so many guys you're going to get away with looking at and calling a cunt in their face too, or whatever, a dick or a bit, whatever translated away. If he calls him a dick, like, look, dick, you're being a fucking dick, get to the wrong guy, especially you're going to catch some hands. If he sang the word, it's not so terrible. You cunt.
That would be great.
I already got the Sterno water, food, and gun, says Donkey Kongington. He's already ready. Tiff Watch is correct. I honestly should probably use a fake name because I say some fucked up stuff, and my company warns you that they will fire you if stuff like this happens. LJ Lowe, you're absolutely correct, bro. And we tried to caution our daughters on this, guys, as they got older and they got into the workplace, because this was just starting to happen where employers, that was one of the first places they were going to, was like, hey, give us your social media handles so they can kind of go out there and maybe avoid not knowing about some of these things in advance before they hire somebody.
Yeah. My brother actually deactivated all of his social media when he got hired at a job, like,
that's right,
10 years ago.
That's right.
I think it's a little invasion of privacy when it comes down to it. Down to it, I mean, you should know my past history when it comes to something illegal, or when it comes to my history with, my work. But as for like my personal Facebook stuff, why does it matter?
Yeah, and growing up in a day before social media, Chops, I agree with that aspect of it. But the fact is, where everybody lives out here in the open now, and it's like this is where we've been taken. It's a place we've been taken to now, where these companies have to go out there and they have to CYA, cover your ass, right?
Yeah, I forgot my mentality is actually on the more old school side of things. But yeah, that's very true though.
Well, it's weird because Facebook is very personal and very public at the same time. It is that kind of weird mix of things. But that is a caution from LJ Lowe. Yeah, you might want to come up with some handles and don't have your name attached to too much stuff out there, because many places you work have kind of like underlying like ethics clauses, or just kind of just in general because you work for them kind of ethics clauses. He was a dumb idiot, says Tiffany Washington. He's a man. She's a woman. Next time, try that shit with a dude, says Don. Fair point. Donkey Kong says, I'll be over there soon enough. Oh, says the nerd. Says that to Donkey. This bitch move is classic Zumek.
I'm going to record it, and I'm going to tell the rest of the world what kind of a guy you are. It's like, just protect him.
You're in Kumia Eagles country. That's where you're at now. Eagles Kumia country. Draft beer and shitty food make people brawl. You're not wrong about that, 2 joints. Oh, that didn't come out racist, Tiff. Okay, let's see. Space Nerd says, I'll be here for you, Norby. Martini sees 2 joints. If that were true, every bowling alley would be like the UFC. Let's see. Bobby ×2, Chops, and the chat family. Gano, what do you gano? Blummel's checking in. How you doing?
Blummel's.
USC is rad, Martini. Donkey says, I didn't tell you, Spawn. You got a funny birds. Oh shit. NHL players in a bar after the game. There you go. I thought fights were for Muni lots. I don't think so. Let's see. Hoya Blummel's from Space Nerd. Headchunk said he got his job back. Oh, it turns out Allie Keller is a certified dump. Is that really? Did they certify her and he got his job back? I didn't get the latest on that. Well, thanks for that update. Ooh. Chop's brother, a leash avoids losing lighters. A lighter leash?
Oh, I have some of them, but fucking then you lose the leash off your fucking pants or whatever, and it's like
I'll lose that leash quicker than the lighter.
Or you know how many times I've fucking been pulling the leash up to my face, and then somehow it snapped.
Or it snaps off your pants and you end up getting it in the lip from the fucking.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen too. Like fuck me.
There you go.
Thank you.
You said I'd rather lose a lighter than have it be smacked in the face by this fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
There you go. It's like, yeah. Oop. There it is. Yeah, we talked about the stadium that, yes, Philly is one of those stadiums that has a jail cell, holding cell in it because of their historic issues.
Holy crap.
Yeah, the Veterans Stadium was notorious. It was known they used to have so many problems there that eventually they put a temporary holding cell in the bowels of the old Veterans Stadium. And I think they translated it to the new Lincoln Financial Stadium where they're at now. But yes, one of the few stadiums in the NFL that have a police holding cell in the bowels of the stadium. I believe Oakland had one when they were still there. I don't know if they brought that tradition to the new Vegas Stadium or not. I own 2 lighter leashes, says to Tip Wash. They have jail cells underneath the Philly Stadium? Yes. I would hope my man would defend me and not film it. Right. Like, thinking, right? Not switch seats with you and then not film it. Go and kick his ass, bitch. Let's see. I'm going to film this shit. I got it for the gram, girl. Go ahead, handle your business. I love when fucks are caught being stupid fucks, says Don. My man would not have recorded it. It mean kicking some ass. Ooh, equal rights and equal lefts. Or I've heard it said equal rights, equal fights. I've heard it put that way as well. Tip with 3F says, I don't expect a fight, but filming it seems pretty cuck-like. Yeah, because what was the next step, Tiff? Like, yeah, what if he did start swinging? You throw the phone to the ground, or you keep just filming, going, hey, you don't do that there, fella, while I keep my wife in focus getting her ass kicked.
Exactly.
Almost I had a bunch of selfies in front of the first stadium to have its own magistrate. Haha. I agree with Tiff. Sternos are good when you run out of beer at an Eagles game. Oh, Waiver checks in.
Waiver.
See, Waver's got it down. Just the general fan stuff. Fuck your mama. I just say fuck your mama and see what that brings. Oh, hey, BF, Bobby, Sir Bobby Nick, and Chops Talk.
Hey, Waver. Good to see you, man.
Waver's checking in today.
Oh, hey, guys. How you doing?
You can say anything you want to me as long as you don't put hands on me or invade my personal space. Have fun, kid. Tiff with 3F says, if you're an obnoxious visitor at a Philly game, you know what you're getting into. You're right, Tiff, because you could be there on the down low. And I went to, I'm a Ravens fan, so I went to our immediate rival, Pittsburgh, and I was expecting the worst. But they were very nice to me up there, other than just some gentle ribbing about, you're a Ravens fan. Nothing too serious. It was a lot of fun.
If you were to say that this guy did this at a church or a post office or something like that, I would be like, ooh, yeah, he's a dick. But to hear it happen at a stadium, I'm like, wait a minute.
Right, that's where it goes. But Don says it's a reflection on your employer, and it is nowadays, Don, more so than it ever was. And that's where the public and the private kind of mesh. And when he kind of meshed them both together, those two worlds collide. I fought my friend in my backyard like 3 months ago because he said I couldn't kick his ass. There you go. As long as you didn't film it or nothing, there you go. Social media is the devil, says Brian Kowalczyk. Let's see. Let's go through these. Let's see where we're at. I could go for a cheesesteak right now. You giving Don some Philly blues. The internet will not let you see that you are just an employee. The public will always associate the employee's action with the company they work for. I don't like it, but it is what it is. That's right. So, yeah.
Now I see.
Maybe we got to call yourself JL Low and maybe really confuse, put them off the path a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm truly glad and grateful that my youth stupidity was never recorded. Are you kidding me? The videos that we would have, girl.
Oh, my God.
BF Philly had a courtroom in the stadium.
I'd be ashamed of the internet if people saw that shit.
Fuck yeah, bro. Terry Nee is a Philadelphia resident, and he says that Philly had a courtroom in the stadium. And Spawn says that it is at the Link. That's Lincoln Financial Field. That's where they currently play. Donkey Kong says, I used to make my own lighter leashes with duct tape and fishing line before they came out with the retractable ones.
Wow. Brilliant, actually. Holy shit.
Spurk Snake checks in. Our friend checking in new today and says, checking in a little late. R.I.P. Bob Uecker. Salute. Well, we started off this newscast with our celebrity death report, and we acknowledged that and showed some of his best moments from Major League. How you doing, Spurk Snake? Firm, heterosexual handshakes. Pecan gets the love from Blummel's defense lawyer. Divorce. I own 2 leashes. That doesn't mean I use them, says Tiffany. All right. Let's see. Let's get through these. Okay. Right. Oh, but look at Terry and he's having for breakfast, Bobby Nick.
Fuck you, Terry.
Son of a bitch.
You shove your fucking avocados up your ass.
He's probably going to send some to you.
And happy birthday.
What kind of vitamins
As
do you
the
get?
guacamole flies on a cold and gray Alberta morning, the mailman just brought Bobby something avocado. And Bobby Nick cries.
Terry Nick enjoying him some avocados and taunting our friend Bobby Nick for his breakfast. The lounge kicks ass. I wish I knew what time it was, and I would be there more often, says Blumble. Bobby Nick probably wishes that too, Blumble's defense.
It happens sometime in the afternoon, usually around 3.
It's a spontaneous, fun show. You never know. Like Bobby Nick said yesterday, he says, probably a half an hour or so after this show, I'll be doing in the lounge. And I said, well, I go do my after show rituals. I said, maybe I'll catch you in the chat. And we kind of all just gathered in the chat yesterday. So it was a lot of fun. All right.
It was.
Don't get in love. Hoya. 10,000%. Let's see. That dude recording that for himself. He gonna beat off to it later. I guarantee it. To his wife getting. I've been wanting your ass to get beat, girl. You run your mouth too much anyway. Let's see. I want to thank our very generous Fred Deadful. My Stream Elements bot lets me know that Deadful tipped me $19.92.
Nice.
That's from the day that Perry and Randy fell in love.
Shut the fuck up.
You know you love Randy, and that's when it happened. Thank you, Deadful, for the 1992. It was a hell of a year. Deadful getting the love from Donkey Kongton. I would probably fall in love with a train if my past came forward. Oh, with film. Oh, shit. Stuttering John got the Philly treatment in class. Stream Elements is you dirty rat. You dirty rat. He let your secret away there, Deadful. You dirty rat. All right. I know I got some other stories to get to, so I'm not going to spend all my time in the chat. I just want to make sure I acknowledge. All right, I think I'm caught up with it. Let's get on with another story. About this TikTok. This whole TikTok thing's about. They're really thinking about shutting TikTok down, Bobby Nick and Chops. What do you think about this?
I know they were trying to do it about a year ago and some change, but I just don't know how far they were going to take it.
Yeah, well, apparently they passed the. Let me see. Do I got the right report? Let me make sure I got the right report. Yeah, apparently they passed a bill that required them, after the passing of this bill, the Chinese government to sell TikTok within 120 days, or they were going to basically remove its ability to operate in America.
Wow. Okay. You know, I'm literally thinking that, like, why don't they just sell it to somebody else, let them take care of the headache, and just keep on doing what they do?
I mean, at this point, I really don't care because I don't use TikTok that much.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I have a lot of videos on there that I'm going to lose. Actually, I'm not even going to lose anything because I'm in Canada, motherfuckers. Because
I'll say the majority of people are on TikTok now, and sadly, they get their news from it too. But it is what it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it is, and we talked about yesterday how some people think that, because we talk about how you give up a lot of your anonymity to be online, and we wonder what's so much more egregious of a Chinese. It must be just the fact that it's owned by a Chinese interest, by the Chinese government, in fact. But some people argued about how they dumbed down our algorithm on purpose, Chops. Like they put stupid, like our algorithm is dumber, and they allow stuff on the American algorithm for teenagers to see that they would never allow in China.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Well, that's guaranteed. That is 100% guaranteed.
Yeah.
So, but it does say that TikTok may get a reprieve from Trump. I'd utilize TikTok for. I'm not a TikTok guy, Bobby Nick, but they're like the bikini reports. I get them from there. So some things I do get from there.
Oh no!
But it does say they are saying that they're saying President-elect Donald Trump may throw TikTok a lifeline after the popular video sharing app reportedly vowed to go dark when the national ban goes into effect this Sunday. And what I read it, there's a caveat in it, because it does say that if you have TikTok already, you won't be affected by this ban. It says Trump, whose inauguration will be held Monday, is considering issuing an executive order that would prevent enforcement of the law for 60 to 90 days, the Washington Post reported Wednesday. The newspaper didn't say how Trump could legally do so. The Trump transition team did not have an immediate comment. Now, here's where we get into the meat of the law, Chops. It says the law that was signed in April, it mandates a ban on new TikTok downloads or on Apple or Google app stores if the Chinese parent company ByteDance fails to divest in the site. So I found that to be interesting. So it's not really that everybody that has it is going to not be able to use it necessarily, just that they weren't going to allow from here forward.
No more new people, basically. So if
And I was wondering,
if you're a content creator on TikTok, you don't really have to worry about your account getting banned.
Yeah.
As long as you're there now.
Yeah, so it seems like it's more of a scare tactic to this, but it seems like this ByteDance is kind of really going all in on it, because it says the news of a possible stay for TikTok came hours after the Supreme Court did not issue an opinion on the federal law. Meanwhile, TikTok is reportedly planning to pull the plug on the app if the ban goes into effect as expected. So here they're doubling down. They're saying, we don't care if you're even allowing us to have the users we already have. We are going to voluntarily shut it down to kind of make the point, Chops. You see kind of what's going on here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's so it says the roughly 170 million U.S. users who try to access the app will be greeted with a pop-up message directing them to a website and then given the option to download their data from the app, according to this new information. So we'll have to see if it happens. But
imagine the amount of traffic that TikTok is getting now. As soon as people think that they're not going to be able to access it, everybody's going to be going for it. So,
and that is the nature of us, because people seem to the more you try to keep people away from something, the more they want it, right?
If anything, it's very clever marketing.
Let's see. Yeah, it is. We got Blumos. There's a whole country full of we have fun. Okay, I'll do that. Don't. Oh, Flex 316 checking in from down under, because the vibe is a worldwide thing, and Flex 316s make sure it is by being a member for 3 months. And he says, "Good day, y'all. Good day, Flex. Checking in. Good day.
Hi, mate.
There you go. It's always like a day and a half from where he is, Chops, from where we are right now.
From Australia.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So let's see. He's already having him. He's already into Friday. He's doing it. They did this with the mobile game too. People were selling phones that had the game on it after the removal for a ridiculous price. Oh, Jesus.
Was that Flappy Bird? That's what I'm thinking of.
I'm not sure. I know a lot of these manufacturers are trying to put their stuff on here to put, automatically kind of send their stuff along with their new hardware and stuff. It's okay. Oh, reality sucks. That's okay. We're all here for a good time on The Vibe. That's what we're doing. So we're just talking about this and that. I want to talk about this next. This is a social media guy and a TikTok guy. I only heard about it doing this article, but I think this is funny because Ohio State, I know, is one of the national championship player, one of the teams in the national championship coming up. But check this story about this guy out, Bobby, Nick, and Chops. This Ohio State kicks a TikTok star off the team ahead of the national championship game. So you might say, boy, that seems awfully cruel. Wonder what this guy did to get kicked off the team. Check out this situation. It says, a social media star and Ohio State walk-on, Caden Davis, was dismissed by the Buckeyes, according to a report from the university newspaper, The Lantern. Davis, a defensive lineman who's amassed hundreds of thousands of followers across TikTok, X, and Instagram, with behind-the-scenes video of life as an Ohio State football player, get this next line, has never played a snap for the school. So this guy, he got on the team, but he's a walk-on, but he's never played, but he's TikToking out here as if he's that guy. The sophomore confirmed the news on Instagram, thanking the Buckeye Nation. It says, being a Buckeye has always been a dream come true of mine since I was being a kid. I'm so very appreciative to the coaches, staff, and players for welcoming me into the team, Davis wrote. I truly cannot thank them enough for allowing me to live my dream for the last 2 years and mentoring me in the way they have. With the changes in the NCAA and the personal career reasons, I will not be a PWO, a walk-on or something, at the OSU. I appreciate the support of everyone and your help to respect my privacy about the decision I made. Thank you, and go Bucks. So I believe that's the only reason they kind of kicked this guy off. Look, he's like fronting, showing gear all the time, Chops, but he never really played a down of football. but he's like playing the role.
I'm a little confused. Is he like faking it? Do they know he's faking it?
Well, Don says he's the best bench warmer ever. So my thing is, it looks like he was a walk-on. So sometimes these guys can just like walk on the team and get a tryout, and they're so good that they'll say, "Hey, yeah, we'll save a spot on you," but they may never actually get into a game or make a play. So it seems like he was literally a bench warmer, what they call. You keep the benches warm with your ass for 2 years. And all he did about it was do social media about how cool it is to have gear and to be a football player without actually ever playing a down of football.
That's smart. Very, very smart on his end, I think.
So LJ Lowe, but he found a way to turn his not playing into kind of a thing. So he's an Ohio State bench warmer. Essentially, he is LJ Lowe. Let's see. I know it stinks. 2 years and never taken a snap. What the fuck? Says Flex 316. Exactly. Bummels says the 5 greatest podcasters of all time: Bobby Friend, Bobby Friend, Bobby Friend, Bobby Friend, and Bobby Friend, or Dylan, and Dylan. Thank you, Bummels. Being a D1 athlete is hard. You got to give it to him. Okay. I think it's funny, Tiff. He kind of said, okay, well, if you're not going to let me play, I'm going to turn this into kind of social media trending heat right here. Cha-ching, says Mandy Diff. I heard of it too. A D1 bench warmer is still pretty good, says Donkey Kong indeed. And Don knows the reference with the Dylan. That's right. I'd rather go to Yellow Springs. It's by Xenia also. Okay. Let me make sure I got any relevant comments, and then we'll get on with our next story. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So it looked like they took his last shot of social media glory by they said, you know what? We're going to kick this kid off the team because all he's going to do is show up there and do nothing but social media, showing a bunch of shit that we don't need him showing. And so let's just kick him off the team now before he acts like he was in the championship game.
Oh, I missed that part. That must have been right at the beginning. So they kicked him off the team?
Yes, they kicked. Yeah, right at the beginning. Yeah, the whole article started off by the fact that he was a 2-year walk-on, but right before this championship game is about to occur, they kicked him off the team. And so if you put the pieces together, I think they kicked him off the team because they knew he was doing nothing but he was fronting. He was acting like he was that guy, but he never played a snap.
I see. I mean, I thought that they were kind of like promoting it as that. Like they brought him on there, so why not just have him be the bench warmer that he is? Doesn't matter what he's doing.
Yeah, it sounded like they tired of him maybe just being a social media darling. It was kind of like acting like a teenage girl, if you will.
Milk the cow a little too much, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. So he brings the sugar cookies for the players. Yeah, and the orange slices and all that stuff. He brings all that stuff. All right. I couldn't even be a walk-on to a preschool team, says LJ Lowe. All right, well, there you go. Then you're impressed by his ability. All right, well, I'm glad if you like that story. All right, I got one that could be a little controversial here. Chops, I think we talked about tattoos on your last visit here on The Vibe, right?
I think so. Uh-huh.
I believe we did. My computer and all stuff is acting a little slow right now. Let me see. Share. I got a story. I want to see what everybody thinks about this because this adds a different layer and a level, Chops. A tattoo artist sparks controversy by tattooing a 9-year-old girl.
Okay, unless it's a tribal tattoo that's done in the forest or something like that, I don't know about it.
No,
don't think about you're not signing off on this for a young your child or anything.
No fucking way.
Mm-mm.
Well, let's talk about this. An Arizona tattoo artist has come under fire for tattooing an American flag on a 9-year-old girl's arm after she asked to get a Trump's portrait on her neck. No, don't do that. No. A video posted.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do it. A video posted on social media by a tattoo artist at the Black Onyx Empire Tattoo Parlor in Yuma, Arizona, has been getting a lot of attention online because it shows a 9-year-old girl getting her arm tattooed. Shared by the artist, who goes by Kutsosa on Instagram, the video sparked a heated debate among inking minors, even with their parents' consent. According to the artist, the girl and her parents traveled to the tattoo parlor from out of state, specifically to get a tattoo. She initially wanted a portrait of Donald Trump on her neck, but Sosa allegedly convinced her to get something more patriotic done, a U.S. flag on her arm. So here it is. I'll show you the actual tattoo. Here we go. Oh, it says, Sosa recently told Mail Online that he tattooed the girl's arm a year ago and told her to spend a year thinking about if she really wanted to get it, and if she did, he would consider doing it. The girl returned with her parents last month asking for a touch-up of the red on her American flag. She also changed her mind about the neck tattoo she originally requested. Now, here's the law about it, and then I'll show you the tattoo. Technically, all 50 states have statutory laws banning minors from getting tattoos. But some states, like Arizona, have exceptions for children who get their parents' approval for a tattoo. So Sosa didn't do anything illegal, but some of his peers wonder if his decision was an ethical one. So this is what it comes down to. This is sick. Look, so what do you think, guys? It's nice and all, but it's a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
too young.
No, I disapprove. Not allowed.
Not allowed, as Perry would say. So
There's
there you
a
go.
lot of
So
things. There's a lot of things that they're allowing little kids these days to kind of just go after and like really make huge decisions way before they're an adult. And on this one, I'm just like, how far are we willing to take it, guys?
Yeah, 9-year-old girl. So there you go. That's a story for you, folks. So we can discuss that one in the chat. I see. That isn't real, says Space Nerd. Apparently it is. I mean, I don't believe these tattoo artists don't want to be misrepresented with their art. So I don't think they would claim something that was drawn by a pen that wasn't theirs. I had to
I'm not mad at
sign.
the artist. That was bad work.
I had to sign for my kids' piercing and tattoos at 17, says Stephanie Washington. Spawn gives it a thumbs down. Space Nerd says, well, people don't care to get their virtue signal out there. Stacey Allen says, too young to make those decisions. I regret the tattoo I got when I was in my 20s. So there you go. We were just, I brought this story forward because we were just talking about tattoos just a couple days ago, and then I see a story about a 9-year-old getting one. So there you go. Child abuse, says Space Nerd. Yeah, I think you should wait till at least they get to be a teenager or something, or yeah, it does.
I say over 18. I say over 18, man.
Bobby says over 18. There you go.
Adult. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Brett's Hollywood Show, understandably, he says he has I have a tattoo of Dan Quayle on my left ankle. You would.
Yeah, the other day I told the story of how I wanted to get a fucking House of Pain tattoo when I was like fucking 14 years old.
That's right.
And imagine if I would have got that.
You did say that. Yep.
Like I know I would regret it.
So that's
this very day.
Now, for some people, even letting time go by doesn't work, because Tiff with 3F says, shit, I have a tattoo I got when I was 34, and I regret. There you go. That I regret. So there you go. So I guess that it doesn't work for everybody, like waiting long. You might even regret it even when you wait later. I do, however, love the tattoo I got last year, says Stacey Allen. It was a bit early for sure, says Blummels. I don't regret any of my tattoos. The first one at 19, says Space Nerd. America, says Terry Nee. Tiff Watch says, I got tattoos and piercings. I don't regret when I was 18, and I'm now 41. Spurgs next to Stacey Allen, I agree, and they don't last forever. The lines bleed and the skin stretches. Oh, David Lynch died. What the fuck? Did he? I didn't.
Yeah,
talking
just
about the guy that wrote
it.
What, Twin Peaks guy? David Lynch?
Twin Peaks and Blue Velvet.
Holy fuck. Everybody's dying.
Died at 78 years old.
If kids can transition, they can get a tattoo. Yellow, you messing with SA. Hey, don't you know? Loco, that's right. Bobby Nick would be insane in the membrane. LOL, hey, you messing with SA? Don't you know I'm loco? I'm going to get a Levy horse tattooed on my back nipple. That would be something you would do, RBLQ. How you doing, buddy? Checking in on today. Oh, there you go. Here's the horse.
I want to ask what a back nipple is so bad, but also I don't.
MSIP checks in. How you been, MSIP? It's been a minute. What's up, buddy? Mike Shitty Internet Provider. Bobby Nick was going to put the House of Pain tattoo by his butthole. It would be house on one cheek, and then his butthole would be the O, and then pain on the other butt cheek. The House of Pain when you stand behind Bobby Nick. How you doing, MSIP? I'm more of a piercing person, says Blummels.
Actually, you know what? I might get that now.
Oh, shit. It's a joke, Bob. It's a joke. Tiff with 3F says, my early 30s were kind of a mess. That's probably meant for many of us. No way, says Space Nerd. Mine too, Tiff. Not trying to be a dick, just making a choice by comparison, says LJLO. What? It's true. You have to be 18 here. Fuck, David Lynch died, says Brian Kowalczyk. Yes, it's true. LJ, you're right. I don't
know if it's true, because I'm trying to check for it, and I'm not finding anything.
We didn't get that off Perry Caravello's death page, did we? Because he's never right. He's never right.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, bro, I don't know. You got some clickbait fucking I don't know what you got there.
It's very new, so the story just came out about 10 minutes. I'm finding 16 minutes ago as well, so it's fairly new. But he definitely has passed away.
A couple of people in the chat are verifying it and saying yes, he died. Don says Scarlett Johannesburg. Yeah, that's right. She died in the fires. That's right. Scarlett.
Oh yeah, the Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter. I'm seeing now.
All right, Bob.
Bobby Nick Scarlett Johansson. I'm sorry.
He is dead. He is dead.
Holy crap.
All right, let's do that. Let's do, we'll do D-A-V-D, and then we do L-Y. We're getting into our threes. We woke up this morning, and it was Bob Uecker, right, that died? Oh, shit. And now we got number 2. Let's see if we can make it to the end of the show before we get another one reported to us. And let's do a spontaneous one because it's breaking news, folks. A breaking celebrity death.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
That's right, folks. We're doing a kind of breaking news. We learned about it from the chat. It happens here on BF Live, The Vibe, every now and then. Director and writer David Lynch, who radicalized American film with a dark, surrealistic, artistic vision in films like Blue Velvet and Mulholland Drive, and network television like Twin Peaks, has died at the age of 78, according to Variety is reporting here on Twitter, folks. So there you go. We verified it with a Twitter source of Variety. That's our breaking news. David Lynch, director and writer, dead at the age of, did it say how old he was? He didn't say how old he was. Oh, at 78.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
ABC has a story. Tiff with 3F says, how pissed would you be if you were a celebrity and bigger celebrity died on the same day? Yeah, didn't that happen? Didn't somebody die when Michael Jackson died as well, too? I think that happened, too. But that's our second one. We always notice the pattern, Chops, that I've noticed most of my life that celebrities seem to die in threes, buddy.
Yep, they do. They do.
Yeah.
Everything in threes.
Weird.
Something weird.
We've done this with the last batch of celebrity deaths we had just a few weeks ago, and I think we're on to death number 2 already. So let's see if we can make it through. Wait a minute. Donkey Kong says, rest in peace, Charles Bronson. Turns out he really did have a death wish. Wait a minute. He's been dead for years. God damn it. Let's see. Lost Highway says Brian Kowalczyk. He was what he likes. I got turned on to David Lynch through Twin Peaks, the television series. That was twisted. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. It was kind of a dark, macabre kind of mystery series about that crazy town of Twin Peaks. I think it's Twin Peaks, Colorado, if I'm not mistaken.
Heard of it, but I never got to watch it. The way I know David Lynch is from Dune, the original 1960s version. Very different. Very good.
Yeah, so that's where I got my first sense of what kind of a twisted kind of a mind that he had, a little alternate kind of way of thinking and doing stuff.
Very artistic way of thinking. Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe some of us grew up with the big high wire acts. You remember the Great Walendas or whatever? They were like for years. They've been walking on high wires. They used to go in stadiums, do it in like a major cities. I think they crossed from the 2 Twin Towers before one of the Walendas. Are you familiar with that? The big high wire acts, right?
I've seen it myself. Yeah.
Well, I got another report. I got another report on some new high wire acts. If you think high wire acts are a thing of the past, for more on this new high wire act, we're going to take you over to the Bikini Report to tell us about this new Daredevil high wire act. Take it away, Bikini Report. Come on.
Check out this incredible and frankly terrifying site that kicked off a content creator event. That's 3-time world champion slackliner Jan Rose making a jaw-dropping walk over 700 feet in the air.
It's got a safety
and yet,
line.
It's as crazy as it looks.
Hey, it's cheating.
The Estonian Daredevil's high line was over 300 feet long, suspended from the Jumeirah Emirates Tower in Dubai. While up there, he didn't just walk the line, he laid down on it and dangled from it upside down in a hair-raising display of daring.
What?
And he did it all 3 times. The stunt marked the start of the 1 billion followers summit, and I'd say it was definitely a fitting way to demonstrate the lengths and heights some creators will go to for views. I want to know, what's the riskiest or most daring thing you've ever done? Tell us your story in the comments, and remember to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
There you go.
I think the most dangerous thing I've ever done was like jump off roofs of houses when I was younger.
We would do that. We would like jump off of sheds and then jump on like a one that had like a high hill on the side and kind of kind of a early form of parkour, if you will, right?
Oh yeah, I remember we used to fucking in the summertime we used to take shopping carts up this big fucking hill and get in them and just fucking roll down the hill. That was fucking fun, but it could end badly sometimes.
That's some early jackass shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. I need a head doctor. Hey, Mandy and Flex from Blumels. Goddamn, give that girl something to eat, right? Give her a cheeseburger. Why don't you over there at the Bikini Report? Maybe Ray ate the cheeseburgers before she got to him, Bob.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I remember one time one of my friends fucking smashed into a fucking tree with the cart with the shopping cart, and holy fuck, did he ever get rattled?
Yeah, the only thing I ever did like that, well, one time I ran into a tree. We were playing like just tag or touch football. No, we didn't play touch football. No, we tackled each other. No equipment. I ran into a tree square one time, kind of fell right back and kind of passed out blacked out for a quick second. Yeah.
It's always those sudden hits that don't really like hurt you the most for some odd reason. If you see it coming though, that's when it really gets you. That's when you start getting broken bones and stuff.
Yeah. Earlier in the week, I did or was it earlier this week or probably the end of last week, I did my unasked for movie review about the new Pamela Anderson movie called The Last Showgirl. So Pamela Anderson has been probably back in the news lately for those reasons. Well, Kanye West mixes it up, kind of gets thrown in the mix here. And check out how this happened. Kanye West puzzles fans by posting graphic video of Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson, as John would say. And I'm not going to say the other one. Kanye West confused fans by posting a throwback video of Pamela Anderson in her birthday suit. The heartless rapper took to his Instagram story Wednesday to share a clip of the Baywatch alum presenting Hugh Hefner with a cake for his 82nd birthday in 2008. In the video, Anderson, who was 40 years old at the time, was wearing nothing but high heels and a smile as she carried the dessert to the Playboy mogul. So there's a picture right there of a 40-year-old Pam at this Playboy party at the time. It said 2008 this was. And there's Pam right there, but it's sufficiently blurred, but you can see her. They say she buck-ass naked serving her. So for whatever reason, it says he took to Instagram and he decided, I guess he had this video. It says Hefner, who died in 2017 at the age of 91, was seen smiling and grabbing onto the actress' waist as she twirled around and smothered him with kisses. West, who is now 47, paired the explicit video of the former Playboy playmate with audio that repeated the words, "Hide ya bitch, hide ya bitch." Several fans shared their reaction to the 24-time Grammy winner's puzzling post, with one user posting on Twitter X, "I don't think Pamela Anderson is going to like what Kanye did." So I don't know if he just saw this as an opportunity to just be Kanye or create heat, or he knew that this was a good time because of that movie coming out, but there she's sufficiently blurred. Look, Hugh's still catching a look. He's like, I'm 91 and I'm having fun. I don't give a fuck. I'm still catching a look.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine being around all that booty and he just never got tired of it. He's like, there you go.
What movie is she in that's coming out?
Excuse me?
What movie is she in that's coming out? Is she like acting in it? Or is it about her?
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
You must have missed. You must have missed my unasked for movie review. It was called The Last Showgirl, and it's kind of runs along the lines of the Showgirl shows being shut down in Vegas, and a person who was only known for glitz and glamour having to deal with the kind of coming to the end of an era. Kind of very, very parallel to kind of her life, if you will.
Okay, gotcha.
And she's all.
She has no makeup in it. That's her thing lately. Chops. Is that what you're getting at, Bob?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd being just plain and not made up. I'm sorry.
Natural.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good look on her.
Yeah, he said Hugh looks super bricked. You got to get that pump out. Kanye's a creep, says our friend Space Nerd. It was funny when he honked the horn with the head of his dick. Wait a minute, what are we talking? What did I miss? Coyote Ugly 2 says 2 joins. The Last Hoe Girl. Oh, wait a minute. Coyote Ugly and the last, let's see. Granny, it's the circle. what's up to joints. What did Granny say? He said something earlier. Granny says, it's really not a law of these three things. Most animals are older pass away. Oh, wait a minute. It's really not a law of these three things. Most animals pass away in the winter. Sometimes they do. Okay, let's see. Good day, Granny. Granny, it's a circle of life, he says. All right, we're checking in on that last story. Let's see. Tiff Y says, Tiff smacks chops in the back of his head for me. The Gibbs slap. Oh, the Gibbs slap from what's it, CSI or whatever. Let's see. She's a boat steering warmer. Yes, she is. But very quickly, your friends ask you to jump over a bridge. You would. Let's see. Bob is an animal killer. It was fucking hilarious. All right, well, let's see. We did the kind of regular stories now, but now it's time for our miserable news history. Thank you, Tiff. NCIS. Yes, I get my CSIs and all my NCISs mixed up. All right, but it is time for the miserable news history moment. Compliments of our friends over at Cyke Labs. This is where we take you back when Bob was the newsman in the days of the Miserable Men News Show on Sirius Satellite Radio. Today, we take you back to February 22nd. In the year 26th, February 26th, the year is 2009. Bob Levy and the boys at Sirius Satellite Radio, and Bob's going to read some news for you. And like we do here on BF Live, whenever you hear Bob mispronounce a word or a phrase, you type it in the chat the way you thought you heard it, folks. Hang on tight for the miserable news history moment. Here we go. Bob Levy reads the news for our miserable news history.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America. It's time once again for the nation's favorite broadcast, The Miserable Men News, with your anchorman, the Reverend Bob Levy.
Thank you. Why does everybody that calls up have to say, how are you guys, or how are you guys doing?
Oh, my God,
Aren't
Bob.
you people...
You got to say already, bro. Oh, shit. Here we go.
People paying attention to the fucking show? Do you even know the name of the show you call into? Maybe the show isn't loud enough when you're fucking waiting on hold for 25 minutes. It's the Miserable Men Show. How do you think we're fucking doing? Haven't you heard us yelling at each other all night? So come up with something more original when you get on the phone, because now it's Biob's News. Estonian officials convicted of treason in spy case. Tallinn in Estonia. An Estonian court convicted a...
It's not Estonia, it's Estonia.
Former top security official of treason Wednesday for passing domestic and NATO secrets to Russia. The Baltic country's biggest espionage scandal since the Cold War. Herman Sim, the former head of security at the Estonian Defense Ministry, was sentenced to 12 years in prison in a trial that kept secret until the verdict was announced Wednesday. Starting from 1995 until his arrest in 2008, Herman Sim collected and forwarded classified Estonian and NATO information, hundreds of pages to be exact, to the Russian Foreign Intelligence Service, said Norman A.S., Estonia's chief prosecutor. Also, he passed on personal information on some Estonian individuals, something that may have damaged Estonia's interest. Truce deal could mean return of Palestine leader Ramallah. While a possible Israeli Palestinian prisoner swap focus on a famous Israeli soldier, the prisoner most likely to affect the direction of the Mideast peace is a brash and chubby Palestinian named Al. No, long seen as a potential successor to his people aiding president. A lifetime member of President Mohammed Abbas' vulnerable and corruption-riddled Fatah movement. Marwan Barghouti is seen to as perhaps the group's best chance to restore its eroded credibility Many Palestinians and some Israelis see him as the only figure compatible of bringing the myriad rifts among Palestinians and leading them towards their long, elusive dream of statehood. Faghoudy is a secular who works with the Islamics. He supports legalization.
Whoa.
He supports
them guys mixing that music
Israel. Speaks fluent Hebrew and has Israeli friends, but he built his reputation through anti-Israel diatribes during the season, the second Palestinian uprising. Iran says it now runs more than 6,000 centrifuges. Bush here, Iran. Iran's nuclear chief says the country has increased the number of centrifuges enriching Iranian to 6,000. The latest show of defense to U.S.
That's those guys messing with him.
The enchantment program. In November, Iran said it had 5,000 centrifuges running at its enchantment plant in the city of Natanz. The nuclear chief, Vice President Gholam Reza
Oh my God,
says Iran will continue to install more centrifuges and enrich uranium to produce nuclear fuel for the future Iranian power plants. I'm truly myself. Uranium enriched to a low level is used as a fuel in a reactor. Further enrichment makes it suitable for nuclear weapons. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Millionaire.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That was your finest moment.
Wow. You and Busta Rhymes doing the news. I never thought I'd see it.
Damn, man. That is some word salad.
I can go twice.
A virtual reading rainbow.
Take a look. It's in the book.
I defy you to tell me what any of that story was about. Get one story out of that.
I don't know, man.
Go
that was
anywhere.
That was one lit Bob Levy. Holy shit.
I defy you to have more fun than we're having in the afternoon right here on BF Live.
Swallow. Is that a fucking kid's book?
Yes, it is.
Friends to know and ways to grow. Reading rainbow.
A reading rainbow is Bob Levy.
Reading rainbow. I'm reading. I'm swimming. I'm a bat in the pool. Look at me go. Maybe it's such a stupid name.
There you go. He's a virtual reading rainbow, a stupid name for a funny guy. And that was the vibe. Other news or the not so serious news with the miserable news history moment tacked on the end of it. What do you say we get on to some other fun stuff right here on the vibe? That's right. I'm back over here in my regular studio digs now. Hanging out with my friends Bobby, Nick, and Chops hanging out today. Typically, folks, we're past the time we normally do the piss break. I like to bring you 3 hours of live content Monday through Friday. We're already past, we're already done with hour number 2. We're coming up on finishing it up. It's 1:57 where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to adapt and we're going to adjust. We're going to do the BF Live piss break. Let's go about 2.5 minutes. And when we come back, we're going to have a whole lot of fun on the other side of it. Basically, a whole nother show. We're going to do Cyke Labs. Chops has brought a little segment we're going to get down with some prices. We're going to go back in the day and do a little segment with Chops. We've kind of brought a segment with him. So it's Cyke Labs. It'll be Chops. We'll see if we can check the National Day calendar just for the ladies and whatever fun we can squeeze in up until like the 3 o'clock hour right here on the East Coast of the United States, folks. So like I said, this lasts 2.5 minutes. So this is the time where you grab a drink, you grab a smoke, you grab a friend and tell them that nobody has more fun in the afternoon than we do right here on The Vibe, folks. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes on the other side for basically a whole nother show right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I'm back for touching my pee-pee. Who's ready to keep the vibe?
Good.
Felt good. You didn't even get up. You didn't go to the bathroom. A lot of times you just touch your pee-pee because you know that's what everybody else is doing, right?
That's right.
That's right. You do it. Well, I don't hate on that at all.
Natural.
It's natural. It's natural. Spawn says it's a dump break. Hey, whatever you can fit in 2.5 minutes, my friend. Whatever you can fit in.
I had a dump break before the show.
Hey-oh. That's good. That's a little TMI right there. Let's see. I will give it a home Spawn. Can't piss. I'm bricked, says our friend Don. I hate when that happens. Your penis is confused. It doesn't know whether it wants to piss or ejaculate. I get that. Let's see. Goes in different directions. Whoa, I hate when that happens. I have not touched my gummies yet today. I don't want anybody else. Fired up, says Donkey Kong and Ting. Let's go. Why don't we have let's take a little pause right here. Because like I said, I think we're getting ready to do some Cyke Lab stuff. And I got a little kind of theme for my Cyke Labs today. But let's have a little smoke. I'm going to take a little pause and smoke, everybody. How you doing? Let's get one in.
Toke it up, man.
Hell yeah. Hanging out with my friends, creating a vibe right here in the middle of the day on a Thursday afternoon, folks. And hell, this is just the beginning because I'm going to be hanging out with you later on tonight at 10 o'clock East on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. I'm going to be doing more of this as well as drinking and laughing, smoking, joking, and hanging out with friends, watching videos. 10 o'clock tonight on 100 Proof Podcasting.
Nice.
Don loves the...
You know, I was on Uncle Jack's show last night, and Brutal Pain came in, and he took his shirt off. Everybody was taking their shirt off except for me and another dude.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, it got pretty gay up in there.
I was going to say, not gay at all.
I mean, he's a really big pro wrestling dude, you know?
Yeah, he's legit.
Like, he's got tattoos fucking all over, and he got this big fucking beard. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He's got some monster titties too. Holy shit!
Well, Chris had this notion one night when Brutal Pain was on that he was going to get Joey Image, who does the Joe Conte show, and him in some kind of drink off or something, and act like it was going to be wrestling. And he's like, and Brutal Pain was trying to tell nah, bro, you don't mix up two wrestlers like that. You don't do that because then you don't you don't do that like it's a work or a whatever, a shoot. You don't do that. 7 foot 450 pounds, says Don. Holy shit,
big feller.
Brutal was great.
360, I think he says.
Yeah, that's my bro, man. He's a big supporter of myself and Chris Abels and everything, and a great guy. And he's going to be featured along with Chris Abels and Bob Levy and Gina and a lot of our other friends in the Perry Caravello movie that's going to be coming out later on in this year. Claudia and I like to take those shirts off together. 100 plus or minus 100 there, says Don. All right, why don't we do this? Because it is time to feature my friend. He was in the chat earlier. Like he said, he's working all the jobs. He's moving his house and everything, but he still has time to create some great content. And hell, he doesn't even have to create that much new content because some of the stuff that he has on Cyke Labs on YouTube is already so great. So it's time to feature my segment from my friend. It's Cyke. That's right. It's time to feature some of the great content that comes out from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs. And once again, I'll remind you that his link will be constantly running throughout the entirety of this show. So go ahead and click it, give it a like, share, subscribe, and watch these at your leisure. All right. Well, this time I've just decided that I was going to play some stuff with Cyke Clyde, mixing it up with Perry. So that's kind of going to be the theme today, some Cyke Perry stuff. So let's do that again. This is just, this is going to be Perry watching Bob and Perry read his video. This is from Cyke Labs. Here you go.
I'm Mr. Bob Levy.
Yeah.
And I hope you and Gina had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
It was amazing.
I, of course, went to my usual location. Everybody knows that I like to stop off at the Laugh Factory.
Yes, I have a video of that. Can I play that? I have a video of you there. This is great.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Oh my God, you're gonna love it, man.
I know I was on Fox News. I was on Fox News.
Fox News. You were more than that. You look really good in this video too. Hold on, let me get it going. This is amazing. All right, the name is Bob Levy.
So this is pretty funny. If you see what's going on here, this is Bob and Levy doing one of their shows together, and now they're pulling out the Cyke Clyde video on him, and you can see it's.
Hold on, my friend. Did you say it's Bob and Levy?
Yeah, did I? Probably did. I meant to say it's Bob and Perry. Thanks, Bob, for stopping me and slowing me down, buddy. Thank you. It's Bob and Perry. Thank you to my friend Bobby Nick.
This is going to be great.
It's Bob and Perry sitting there, right? And this is Perry seeing another face on what likes him, and this is the reaction he gets.
The stream, Bob Levy live. Today, Thanksgiving Day, took a trip to where I normally like to go for Thanksgiving. Sure. I'm going there for a lot of years on Thanksgiving. Why? Well, because Jamie Masada,
wasn't that funny, Stacey?
The owner of the Laugh Factory in Hollywood, does a complimentary Thanksgiving meal to the homeless, as well as the Hollywood celebrities that don't have family that
Excuse me, this is not my voice.
Yes, it is. Doing what they can.
Not
They
me.
can eat and stuff.
Videograph and Bob Levy trying to
live
feed me.
a comfortable
That's
lifestyle.
not.
How dare you?
So, again, yeah, I'm finally making it and making it pretty damn good. Yeah. You see, look at that. You looked very happy and very good looking. I mean, that was like a.
He's laughing.
You look
Wait,
really
I just
good.
saw Tawny in the corner on your video. Go
There was
back to that. I
nothing,
want to
yeah.
see who.
There was nothing.
Because
there.
I knew Tawny years ago.
Look, it's
Is that
like
the same Tawny that I knew?
yeah. No. Look, I don't even know what you're talking about. But
No, you had a girl named Tawny on the bottom right corner of your screen.
There you go, folks. That's what you do. That is from the Twisted Mind. I like that, Bob. That was cool. It wasn't just Cyke Labs, but it was the dynamic with Perry watching the cool stuff from Cyke Labs. So I thought that was a lot of fun. All right. Let me read. I had some other ones on where did I put them. Let me see this. Oh, I like this one. This is just something Cyke made to antagonize Perry. So we're kind of doing a combination Perry theme, Perry talk, kind of Cyke Labs here today. So this is when we're always telling Perry he has to donate his car. So here's Perry donating his car for charity. They played this for him. Sunday. Perry car crushing action.
I'm Perry, and I approve this message.
There you go. He approves it. There you go. So that was a fun video. They had fun doing for a media share that they played on Perry Caravella Live. Let's see. This is all right. Now here's Perry. Here's another mix. I think this is straight up Perry. Perry hosting the Levy-verse and talking about Gina from the Twisted Mind of Cyke Clyde.
And Gina, you calling me fat, you fat pig?
Oh, wait, he's talking about Gina Carano, not our lovely Gina Levy. How dare you? Yeah, he's turned on Gina Carano because she won't stay around. She's never at the door when he comes to the door. So
dare you? How effing dare you, you fat slob? What'd you gain, 40 to 60, 100 pounds?
He's got the nerve to call Gina Carano a fat slob. Look at this body. Look at who's sitting here like a hut talking about Gina Carano because she gained like a couple pounds.
You blithering monster, you? Are you a dinosaur or are you a fucking whale? You tell me. Gina needs her own zip code, the little bitch.
Oh, damn.
Whatever side of the planet she's on.
Damn.
That's how big you are, you fat pig.
Damn.
And I'm not talking about those nice titties you got. I'm talking about your entire fat ass, the fat belly, and those beautiful, nice titties. Oh, wait. Let's not forget about her head. Her head's larger than her freaking body because she thinks she's like the best of everything. Dumbass. Listen here, you fat fucking slobby bitch, you fat, beautiful titted tramp. One of the things she can just take any man apart and fuck him and then say bye to him like it's no big deal. Bring him what? Not regular food, but what? Wendy's fast food or McDonald's fast food or Jack in the Crack fast food. I don't want fast freaking food.
Jack in the Crack.
God, oh, freaking mighty, leave me the F alone.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he goes hard about Gina Carano because she won't accept his advances. That's how Perry goes with that stuff. Oh, my God. Let me see. I'm going to go to my Cyke. Where my Perry talk? Let me go to my Cyke folder because I think I got one or two more in there that I was going to show you today. Right here at the bottom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. Here's another one. This is one that Cyke. I know Cyke Clyde was kind of proud of this one. So here's another one where it mixes Perry. The best of what Cyke Clyde can do, and Perry Caravello is the theme here for Cyke Labs on BF Live today. And I'll tell you, folks, one more time, check out Cyke Clyde by clicking on his link when it goes by in my chat running throughout the entirety of the show. This is
that man
Tony Caravello, like the Tony Chase, the burning the tailbones and round asses.
Get arrested for burning my tailbone. And somebody tried to say that man was trying to steal my tailbone. They better leave my tailbone alone. It better all still be there, man. That man was trying to flatten the ass, trying to drag the ass in the dirt or something, man. That man has to get arrested. That satellite man or that satellite woman, whoever that nasty motherfucker is. My mother and father both had round asses.
And round asses.
My father had a round ass. My mother had a round ass. European history.
Yeah.
European history and
round ass gene.
European body style and American history too.
Some people got that flat ass gene, I guess.
And international acknowledgments.
That Hank Hill gene.
That German man trying to play SpongeBob SquarePants or something. That satellite man's got to get arrested for burning my tailbone.
Ooh.
That man was trying to do what? Trying to play games with the asshole? They've been burning my asshole too.
The blank stare.
This is not a freaking joke, man. This is not a joke at all.
Blink, Perry, blink.
It's a serious abuse. That man needs to get arrested, and that woman needs to get arrested, whoever that woman is in the satellite control room. They're terrorists.
Is this Chop's dad?
And they have to get charged with sex crimes and mutilation.
Hell yeah.
Low friendly countries, low Korea, China, Japan, Asia, Malaysia, Thailand, Taiwan, low Mexico, low Canada, low Alaska, and low other friendly countries. Many things of importance.
There you go. There's another piece, and we're mixing it up today. We're not only featuring Cyke Labs, but we're making it a Perry theme today here on The Vibe. Matt's having fun with the Cyke and the Perry emojis, and you can too if you're a member here on The Vibe. Donkey Kongington says, oh my God, this one-hitter quitter is some kill. I'm only 3 hits in, and I can feel it already. And that's saying a lot for you, Donkey, because he's been on here, Bob, telling us before about his high tolerance and had to back up off of it and sit his cup down. Let's see. So there you go. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Well, Cookie was a seaman in the Navy. Good morning, Hoya. What's up, Dream Man? Hey, that's right. Cookie was a seaman in the Navy, right, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Dream Man said it. Quincy's girlfriend, Sam. I'm East Coast and no Jacks. We had Jack in the Box when I was younger, and then I think before even that old E. coli thing happened on the West Coast that Tiff talked about.
I remember that.
Yeah, they had the whole E. coli break that kind of kind of ruined the reputation of that whole.
Oh, shit.
It goes to show you how good Jack in the Box is. They literally had an E. coli breakout, and people still will go. It's still so damn good.
They don't care. Tiff with 3F says, I can't tell you how many Jack in the Crack tacos I've eaten at 2 a.m. Oh.
Straight up.
It's called a one-hitter quitter. You got to back up off of it. One hit, you got to hit it and quit it. Got to hit it and quit it. Like James Brown said, hi, you got to hit it and quit it. About to hit a dead spot where there's no service in the woods. Have a good day, everybody. From Granny checking in. When you go deep in the woods, you just take them right off. Take them right off. Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob, played the gay wardrobe guy in Windy City Heat. Yes, he did. And that shit was funny. Oh, my God. Let's see.
Wait a minute. No kidding. I did not know that.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of cameos in there. There's
I was never a SpongeBob fan, though, so I don't know.
Dane Cook is in there. He plays one of the guys. Lots of fun cameos hidden in that movie, Windy City Heat.
Wait, so the voice of SpongeBob was in there?
Yes, the guy. Yeah, wow. Yep. He was the actual. He was like the gay wardrobe guy who Perry was. He was threatening, saying, "You better not touch me. You better." He just wanted to put his hands near my balls and everything. Yeah, that guy.
That's one of the funniest scenes, man.
Absolutely,
just how uncomfortable he was. It was so
absolutely
well done.
It is. Got him in his underwear, and then Don and Mole walk in and catch him. Like, geez, Perry, what are you doing, man? Come on, Perry, what are you doing? It was decades before it would go near one. Yeah, I know that E. coli thing, it spooked everybody. Jack in the Box had an after-hours menu, so they were open after the bars closed. Yeah, they got to have those good night.
Question when it comes down to the after hours, who was first when it came to like doing the whole till 3 o'clock in the morning? Was it Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Wendy's? I'm kind of leaning towards Jack in the Box now.
Could have been. Yeah, I don't know.
I know McDonald's did the 24-hour thing first. Pretty sure.
Bobby was the voice of Patrick. It says articulate John. I resemble that remark. Hey, SpongeBob. I don't know SpongeBob. Yes, I do resemble that. I resemble that remark. Look, Denny's. Oh my.
Oh, good answer. Yeah.
Denny's. All right. I think I got at least one more piece of stuff that I want to share for you. And what I love, like I said, this is Cyke Clyde. Bob named him Clyde, but this is Cyke Labs. You got to click on his link when you see it go by in my chat, folks, and enjoy some of this at your own time, at your own leisure, because there's more stuff that I can show you in one segment, because that's a creative guy from our community, and another guy creative guy from our community. He makes the vibe worldwide. It is Dang Lizard. So I present to you the best of both things put together. It's like my chocolate and my peanut butter mixed together. This is two people that I really like. Cyke Clyde, he kind of did the voice mod on this for this Dang Lizard joint. PCL for kids censored. PCL teaches kids about sexuality. This is Dang Lizard and a Cyke. This is a Cyke collab.
I love you. He loves he. Perry explains gay love to me. I love you and you go hey. Perry explains.
Now listen very closely, Chops.
Talking.
Helga takes her giant penis and tucks it between her legs, where it sits between the cheeks of her buttocks. She's done this for so long, she doesn't even notice it anymore. To be clear, she does not shove her member into her rectum.
No.
It's simply bent backwards and held in place between her gluteal muscles. Now, the interesting question is, what happens to her testicles? She has retractile testicles, which means she has shoved them up into the inguinal canal, never to be seen again. Her scrotum is empty. The testicles are up inside her lower pelvis, and she says she hasn't seen them in years.
I miss them.
Retractile testicles are common in boys before puberty, up to about 80%, but much less common in adults.
That was a lot of information. There you go. That is what happens when you.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, please.
You guys ever have a friend that that went through that as a teenager?
I can't say that I do. What are we talking? We're talking about tucking, or talking about uncertain of their sexuality?
No, I'm sorry. No, when one of the balls does not drop. That's what I mean. It's accidentally tucked in a space, and they had to get it.
I not from when I was a kid, but I know Andrew the Giant. He himself has had a ball that was wouldn't drop. And they had to remove it actually, because there was a cancer risk.
Was it ascending testy or ascending?
Something. Yeah, I can't.
Ascending testy or something like that. Testicle. Somewhere. Ooh, yeah.
Dude, I had a friend that was like 6'5", 300-something pounds, like big dude, but that dropped him on the floor. Having that, and he had to get the procedure done to get that ball out.
Ooh, wow. They're talking about Denny's and moons over my hammy every time. That's my favorite at Denny's as well. Donkey Kongton says, I'm ripped halfway through. I got to quit now. Can I hit it and quit it? What? Can I hit it and quit it? Come on, Donkey, hit that thing. We have a good Denny's and a bad Denny's. There's that whole thing. Hey, hon, we going to go to good Denny's or bad Denny's today if we're in a hurry? Let's see. Somebody thought that Helga, is that Howard Stern? That's not Howard Stern. That's Helga.
If you like squint a little bit though.
Yeah, it's right in the right kind of lighting. Remarkable, says our friend Don. Two Joints loves this. That's the Chunkster. Dream Man is getting the salute from our friend Donkey Kongton. Dream Man is laughing. Spawn says, now I'm hungry for eggs Benedict. Earlier, it was cheesesteak. Yep, there's always some kind of food element here on BF Live. I want to thank the Queen Tiff with 3Fs for giving out one BF Live gifted membership.
Boom.
And I like the celebration that Chops is giving you. Thank you for increasing the Vibe family. And look who caught it. Mason in Portland, a.k.a. Portland Shane Gillis catches it. How you doing, Mason? He stops by the Vibe every now and then. I don't want to make anything. I'll have yogurt with blueberries and granola. Do to me. Cashews and yogurt. Don't be jelly. Andrew, says Don. Yes, he knew. Perry's explanation made my balls hurt, says Dylan from somewhere. Yes, there you go, Tiff. Good catch, girl. You caught Mason in Portland. You caught another Western person. Hey, Dylan from Tiffany, Washington. Hitler had that problem, says our friend Articulate John.
He only had one ball, yeah.
Oh, no kidding. True story, huh?
True story. Yeah. Salute Dylan from somewhere, from our friend Spurk Snake. Undropped nut, says Don. I think that was the medical term. Don't get all medical with us, Don, with the undropped
it's the
nut.
Special nut.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes one doesn't drop. Free Andrews Facebook, says Matt. Oh boy, we gotta look out for Andrew. Oh, look, there's Andrew right there. We're moving on up, says Dream Man, to the east side, to the deluxe apartment in the sky. Dylan shouts out Tiffany Washington. Spurk Snake with the salute. Keeping it in the hood, Tiff. Andrew the Giant, Don knows what's up. Good morning, donks from Dream Man. A certain German painter has only one testicle, which I might explain a lot, I see. I see that, yes.
Nine! These are lies! 9!
Ooh, confetti is fun, says Tiff. She enjoyed that celebration. Mason loves Lou. Mason loves Lou. Is that really a thing? He loves the Lou the monster? I don't know, folks. Well, there you go. We had a few, and I really enjoyed that last one because it featured a collaboration between Dang Lizard and the other talented friend in our chat, Cyke Lab.
Cyke.
Come on now. Come on now. Who's having fun on a Thursday? Come on now. We're creating a vibe with Bobby, Nick, and with Chops, and with you guys in the chat. And I'm happy to have Chops stop by here a couple times a week. I think maybe it's becoming a regular thing, so I hope that continues. And you mentioned
Chops,
to me,
do you have round ice?
Uh-oh.
No, regular ice. I wish I had round ice. That's.
I thought it was round.
Yeah, we would have to talk about that if he was living that round ice lifestyle, right, Bobby, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
We talk about it. I think we touched on it. I think we talked about how I bought the ones from Amazon. I made my own kind of, my little low rent version of round ice.
I even did some research, and that they actually have ice makers that are just dedicated to the round. Ice.
Yeah.
it's
cool.
They're pretty expensive.
And then one of the segments we're doing, we're going to do something similar right now, is that we talked about how there's a round ice company out there that would send you a bag of like 50 spheres or globes of ice for a certain amount of money, and we had fun guessing the amount of money. But you mentioned a thing to me that you kind of wanted to bring here. Tell us what you kind of want to talk about here today.
Yeah. So the other day, the wife and I were watching Band of Brothers, and I come to find out that the paratroopers back then were only getting paid $150 a month. So that made me think, okay, how can you survive on $150 a month? So I started doing a little research. So there's a couple of things. I have like loaf of bread, milk, steak, burgers, bacon. We're just going to go over the little list and what you guys think it cost back then. And we're just going to see if we can have a little fun with that.
I threw a little banner up. Go ahead. No, I said I threw a little banner up. It's called What It Was in the 1940s, because we were talking about the 1940s, right? That's kind of what you said.
Absolutely. Wow. But World War II days basically is what we're getting back down to. So bread was was the first one I looked up, and I'm going to give Chad a little bit to guess what bread cost back in the 1940s. So if you were to make only $150 a month, how the hell are you paying for everything? We're going to get to that.
Yeah, it's very fascinating, Chops, because I kind of marvel at these things too. When you hear these old amounts of money, how you used to pay like maybe $25 or $50 for rent, or these kind of very small amounts, and it made you wonder about the economics of the day and how did we go so far from paying these amounts that you're about to present to how much we pay for things nowadays. It is really fascinating. So let's have fun with this, because Stacey Allen says, "I love these games," and Don says, "No,
they're fun."
$5 total. All right, well, let's check in. You ready for me to share what you got up there?
Sure. That's just a picture. So in your all's opinion, how much do you think a loaf of bread cost back in the 1940s? Don't Google. Don't you cheat.
Yeah, it's got to be fast. That's right.
I'm going to say 5 to 10 cents.
Yeah. You're getting those kind of guesses in here, like 11 cents. We got 9 cents. We got 15 cents. 6 cents for the bread. 18 cents for sliced bread. Oh, that's a very good caveat. That could be a concern. Well, look, PC people want to know, sliced or not?
Sliced. Just some regular sliced, like Wonder Bread in a way.
That's a pretty good pool, because I didn't live in the era of non-sliced bread, but I understand that was a thing at the time. That you could. I think they charge a little extra for slicing it up for you. 3 cents, says Space Nerd. 9 cents, says our friend Don. 8 cents, says Flex 316. I can give you a little timpani after we get our prices. 8 cents.
You guys are doing way better than me. My guess was, I think, $1.50, and I was way off.
All right, so let's see. A loaf of bread in the 1940s. Tracy's checking in with 30 cents.
10 cents for a whole loaf of bread.
10 cents, says our friend Chops.
Yeah,
10 cents.
you know, I think I honestly remember my grandma telling me that, because she grew up in the 40s, and I mean she became an adult in the 40s, so that became her responsibility, to buy food, and so yeah, I mean, yeah, 10 cents. I remember her telling me stories about World War II and how things were rationed off, and you were given like coupons and shit that you could only get a certain amount of certain things during that time.
What were those called?
Yeah,
Were those war bonds that they did?
I don't know.
That's how they raised actual cash for the war, by selling war bonds. But yeah, they just called it rationing. They had food rationing. I think they had a rubber. They had, you couldn't buy tires all the time because all the rubber and the medical and the natural resources were all needed for the war effort. So yeah, any tires or anything were meant to be recycled and things of this nature. So yeah, any resources we had, yes, were very important.
Back then, it seems like that everybody had a garden. Everybody was making their own bread and whatnot. And I'm like so curious how that fell out of fashion. Like everybody should do that.
Commercialism, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
The modernization of things, the processes became simpler, and but we did pull totally away from that because people grew food out of necessity because there wasn't a market where you just went and got everything. They raised their own animals, they raised their own fruits and vegetables and thing, and then once that stuff become commercialized and being made corporate, and it got out of the hand, literally got out of the hands of the people.
Yeah, but convenience at the end of the day will always win.
I'm starting to think they just weren't trying to get me to go. Okay. Oh my God, that is amazing. Back when men were men, says Articulate John. Stacey Allen says, I remember when gas was 98 cents a gallon. Jeez, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I remember we had the same thing here. The Rationing Act says Flex 316, where you had to Victory Gardens are our friends, the Chunksta. So there's the name maybe you're looking for, Bob.
That's
so gardens,
it. Yeah.
Purposeful Gardens during the war. Chops. There you go.
Well done. Absolutely. That's it.
Victory Gardens.
Bring them back.
Leaded gas. I loved huffing it back in the day when I pumped the gas. Wasn't all green pigment sent to the Army too? So no dresses could be green. I didn't follow the pigment story, Tiff, but I do know about the metals and the rubbers and things of this nature. You understand? Spam was big back then too. Yeah, because I think for shipping, because they had to find other ways to feed the troops, and so canning was the most convenient way at the time.
That was huge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, canning was a big.
Invented?
Pardon me?
Isn't that when it was invented? Was basically in the World War II, World War I.
I want to say even before that, Chops. I think we've done stories on this before. I want to say that even I want to say Napoleon was looking for ways to preserve food for his troops because they knew that it was a limitation during war. So they were looking for ways to make food portable so their troops wouldn't starve out on the battlefield, and they could carry it with them. So
I believe you're right on
that.
I
mean, my grandmas, both of my grandmas, they both canned foods until they couldn't anymore. You know?
Yeah. And so only the people that really that knew it in the first place and handed it down to the next one that cared. And so maybe the next one that cared go, hey, I don't have to care about this now because I can go to the store. Why am I going to learn to grow food from my grandmother? And that's that's the lost art, and that's kind of the disconnection that Chops wonders about. Like how did we lose that? Where did that disconnect happen? It seems like it was very gradual, Chops. Generational.
Had to have been, just over
time. Lard was a big thing too. Back in those days, they would collect bacon grease, whatever grease, and put it in a container.
I think most people still do that. At least I would hope so, because where else are you going to put it?
Yeah. I mean, I bet you could recook with it. And what I gotta say, I remember
it could be clean and strained and refined and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back in the day. A lot of that food that was cooked with the lard out of that pail, it tasted better.
Yeah, I used to work in fast food when I was younger, Bob, and when we didn't have the liquid stuff, we got that fat block of pure white ass, like lard ass shortening, and you just threw that right into the deep fryer, and you just let the heat get to it until it dissolved.
Yeah.
Tiff points at this is probably a big turning point in our society, I think, Tiff, is that she said things got expensive and women went to work. That's probably when things really started shifting, because then you started, things got more and more. You had more people, more of a population. The wife had to go out and work. And then now we're up to this. Pennies went to the war effort too, says our friend Don, probably for their copper. I would have found it for 8 and flip it for 11. My grandma would wash her tin foil and reuse it, says Space Nerd.
Hell yeah.
Same here.
Oh, yeah.
Flex 316 agrees with that and said same here, down under. Spam and fried rice, says our friend Space Nerd. Donkey Kong says, my grandma had half a deep freezer full of milk and bread. Donkey,
Yeah.
my aunt on my mother's side used to keep bread in the freezer, and she would always send us down. Go down in the freezer and get us a loaf of bread out
Yeah.
of the freezer. And you
Yeah,
had to wait for it to thaw. And then sometimes, Bob, what would happen is like, we didn't give enough time to thaw, and you're eating ice bread.
Yeah, I know.
You're enjoying your
remember
nice
that.
hot meal, and you're dunking your bread, and all of a sudden you get your grandma ice bread. That's
Yeah.
All metal was sent for bullets and war needs, says Stephanie Washington.
Yeah, it was huge.
That was good. That's awesome, Don. I tried that one. You didn't taste it though. We got Nerd saying my grandma had a metal bowl that held her pins for her hair. I wish I remembered the story, but it was from the war. Maybe the metal, maybe after. Okay, I wonder where it was.
But yeah, you know, back in the day, my families all had, farms, and they had a lot of kids, and they'd have those kids work on the farms, so they didn't have to, pay people to come in and shit like that, and it was just all a big family effort, and and nowadays it's actually illegal for a kid to work on the farm now. You have to be certified in certain machinery and stuff like that.
Ridiculous.
So yeah,
That's so there you
all
go,
stop.
Chops. So there you go. I mean, society changed, and then I guess the governments go along with it, and they double down on it. And they go, look, not only have we gotten away from this, but we're going to make laws now that make sure that it's not going to be maintained, or we're not going to go back to it. Is what it sounds like to me.
God, that's horrible. I think
Lord
working at a
Marge
young
sent
age is
me.
good.
Yeah, my mom was pulled out of school at the age of 5 to go work on the farm. On a daily basis.
And I know that's what a lot of the laws are probably meant to, is to protect that situation from happening.
Yeah, that
'Cause
situation.
You would want the proper balance. You don't want a child obviously pulled out of society to only be indentured and work to a farm, but there's something to be said for these children knowing these skills, and the fact that now it's gotten away from us and now it's out of our hands. I mean, unless you choose to do that stuff. Yep. All right.
I mean, so many trade skills that just keep on going down and down and down in popularity. That is, from carpentry to welding, you name it.
You're not wrong, but I'm heartened, Chops, because I've been seeing more and more articles now where the Gen Z generation and all these later generations, some of them now are taking back. It's like anything that's old is new again. The story will be the same. Not all of us are meant to be the educated ones, to be the college ones. Some of us work better with our brains and our hands, and we're more fulfilled that way. And I think rather than society recognizing them, they just act like they just disregarded that there's a segment of society that will kind of always be wired like that, I think.
Unfortunately, yeah. But as long as they're still out there and the trades are still climbing, then we got a chance.
Yeah, because now the young ones are getting disenchanted with college, Chops. They see that they see the people putting money into these 4-year degrees and being in debt before they even get their first job and be at school, right, Bob?
Yeah, and you can take up a trade and go to school for like 3 months or whatever, and
get
then
paid right away, make enough.
Yeah, and I knew guys who came out of the trades and
that's not the right
boom,
name.
all of a sudden, right off the bat, they're making $35 fucking an hour, working like 12-hour shifts sometimes, so they're making good fucking money, man, right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not $25,000 in debt or some bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
And they can buy a house. They can mortgage a house in like 2 years. Like holy shit. And I've seen people who are $25,000 in debt go to school for 4 fucking years and get out of school and can't get a goddamn job.
Yep. And
It's like, what the hell?
So the younger generation has got hip to this, Bobby, and they are looking more towards the trades, because some of them society just pushes you. Like I said, we're not all meant to be the 4-year college degree people. Some people just are more satisfied and work better with their hands and their brain. Trigger says, Chris A trained me to garden properly with a hoe. Oh boy, the garden hoe. Save bacon fat in the fridge, says Don. That's what we do. We have a metal, good old Folgers coffee can, and every time we cook bacon or anything greasy, we set it in there, we let it set up, and when the can is full, we throw it in the garbage. That's how we do that. That's the more you know from me. There you go. I want to go to Flex's Orchard. I recycle everything, says Tiff Wash. I save bacon grease, says Donkey Kongington. Tiff at 3F says there was the oil embargoes in the 70s and inflation and women's lib. All of this, Tiff, right? It was just like it just kept going. And then the women were more and more and more needed in the workplace. Space Nerd says, I think we are the last generation to think conservatively in some places in our lives. My grandma used dry paper towels used to dry paper towels. Hanging out paper towels and drying them up.
Wow. That's one
I could see that
before.
being a thing. Yep.
I remember handkerchiefs being a big thing, though. You know, like everybody had a handkerchief.
Yeah, every old dude I know carried every bit of snot from all day around.
Oh, I could never do that. I could never do that. That's one thing I always was like, no, I'm not having a snot rag in my fucking pocket.
A family friend and one of my mentors in the printing industry was the guy. He wore the full body jumpsuit every day, the dark blue jumpsuit, and he always had a white hanky in his pocket and just fold it up and just save it for later, boy. Just you wonder ugh.
Yeah. And then some of them would be like, oh, you spilled something here. Use my hanky. It's like, no, thank you.
Nah, bro.
No, I'm not touching that fucking thing.
No.
Tiffany Washington is team bread in the freezer. Flex 316 says orange and lime lemon and mandarin and peach nectarine. How about country and orange? Just talking about fun. Frying it too. Hash browns, home fries, just for Mexicans. I'm the youngest of 15. I never worked on a farm. Holy shit. Sometimes my dad would get crazy and surprise us with grape juice. They're talking about juice and fun and good stuff on here. And we're going to get on, maybe we'll get on to the next item. Dylan says, Gary Delabate got hose water in his eye. Yes, he did. Yes. Yeah, Gary took a twat shot. I know it's not pictured. All right, why don't we go on to file trade? Did I say file trade?
Well, hold on a second. Can I read this? I just got this from Wendy.
Go ahead.
She said, I just woke up and I passed gas like crazy and I felt the shit come out my ass. So I'm not moving just yet. I don't want to shit myself, so I'm waiting for a little bit before I move.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, thank you for that unnecessary Wendy update. Oh my God. Yes. Look, Donkey Kong just says, why? Why?
Why? I don't know.
Anyway, says our friend Space Nerd. Holy shit.
You know, all the talk about bacon grease really made me look up how much bacon was in the 1940s. A pound of bacon in the 1940s. I'm shocked.
Oh, I see it. There you got it up there. Let's get on to the next one. That's right. A pound of bacon, folks. Wow.
Nice.
So, let me think about what I pay for bacon nowadays. We get it at the Warehouse Club. We get the big
pack. I'd say $4.99 at least. No, way more than that, to tell you the truth. No, it's like $6.99 now.
For a flat of bacon, yeah, you're going to pay anywhere from $4.99 to $6.99 for a decent pack of bacon, I would have to think. But it looks like a pack's worth of bacon. So whatever a pound or whatever they call bacon. But I'm going to say if you made 150 and based on what the bread was, wow, this has got maybe 25 cents for a package of bacon, I'm going to say.
Yep.
Well,
having that bread as kind of like a guide, it really does work. It seems like very few of these things are going to go over the dollar amount.
Bless your heart. Let's see.
That's never a good thing, Tiff. Thank you, though.
Let's see. Good thinking, actually. Don's coming in with 15 cents for a pound of bacon. Wendy Short is one of a kind, says Flex 316. Dream Man says 50 cents for a pound of bacon. Let's play. 27 cents, says Stacy Allen.
Maybe.
What's that, buddy?
I thought maybe $2 a pound, but way before I even looked it up, but way off.
$2. Yeah, I think we're all in the cents phrase. Let's say we got 25 cents from Space Nerd. We got I got 460 cents. Wait, what is that? 15 and a half cents. God, I played close to $10 for a pound of bacon, says our friend Tef with 3Fs.
Yeah.
46 cents. 26 cents is Brian Kowalczyk. Tracy, our chat family friend, snuck in here while we were in the middle of doing the last one, says 25 cents. Whoa, $8 now. They're saying 25 cents, says Space Nerd. Hoya Tracy and Space
crazy
Nerd.
markup.
The maple bacon. Now, I do try some of these flavored bacons every now and then, and sometimes I avoid one of the maple bacons, guys, because my house will smell like bacon potpourri for more days after than I enjoyed the bacon. Like
really?
It like permeates my house, and we're like walking around like 2 days later, going, "This still smells like bacon." Like I don't know what they put in that, bro. Like I don't know what it is.
That's awesome.
But it lingers for days. It really does, and you get your little aftertaste sometimes. I got a quarter, says Tiffany. 9.2 cents, says Matt. It's like $8 a pound. Now those $6 packs are only 12 ounces. Yeah, and they're doing that shrinkflation thing on you.
It's a pack. Yeah, I'm thinking of a pack of bacon.
Yeah, and I think it's typically a pound, but typically that's what they're doing nowadays. They're shrinking the packing, making it look a little similar than it is. It's just shaving a couple ounces and charging you the exact same amount of money for what you thought you were getting otherwise.
Man, do I have to start carrying a scale with me when I want to buy bacon?
Or just notice what you used to buy and keep track and see if it's the same. Like it seems like the toilet paper rolls get smaller, all of that stuff. Let's see. I love it. Gotta oven bake it, BF. Brian, I have not tried that yet, but I really want to. Have you guys either of you guys ever done that? Laid it out in the bacon for the oven?
No,
It's so good. I can't describe it, but it's like a different type of texture all along. Same flavor, different texture.
I love the flatness that it looks like it has and the crispiness it looks like. Brian, I gotta do that, man. That's something easy I can achieve. Never heard of Wegmans. Wegmans is just a high-end, fancy, it's like a Albertsons, or I don't know what other stores it would be comparable to, but it's like a boutique shop, grocery store, Tiff, in some areas. We have Wegmans around here. I don't know we got right donks. Linger longer. Yes, the smell would linger longer. Yeah, maple bacon ain't very nice here. Probably better over there, says Flex 316. I don't know. Nerd talked about a bacon sandwich. You greedy mofos, she says. Says Brian Kowalczyk makes some good bacon. I'm not going to ask. Brian Kowalczyk, Space Nerd, says there's no other way than to bake it. 500 grams, says Flex 316. We don't know what that is. We're in America. Stacey, you had men cook it for you. Oh, yeah, that's right. And just know that 16 ounces is a pound. That's right. That's a little more you know. See?
Okay, did not know that.
Bacon, or making bacon. Nah, it's typically 12 ounces. Nice, the Walmart got the elbows. Okay. Time to make the bacon. We're getting our first Wegmans here. It's opening any day now, says Stacy. Like a Huckleberry's. I'm not familiar with Huckleberry's, but if that sounds like a big boutique grocery store, that's what we have. Yeah, they have like a separate bakery, separate elaborate salad bar, all the, very high end.
Fancy.
New Seasons is probably your Wegmans, says Space Nerd. Canadian maple bacon. What do you think of that, Bobby? Nick?
No.
Maple sauce is good. Canadian bacon, good.
I mean, there is Canadian bacon here, but I mean, it's literal bacon though. Like,
whoa, wait a minute.
It's called Canadian bacon on the packaging. But
whoa, now wait a minute. This has never come up before. When you've always.
Well, I mean, but it's normal bacon.
But it says Canadian bacon on it.
It says Canadian bacon on it, but it's normal bacon. Yeah.
So I gotta say, Bobby,
because it's made in Canada. That's the way it should be. That's the way it fucking should be. You guys go and package some bullshit fucking ham steak and fucking call it Canadian bacon. It's not.
But we don't write American bacon on our regular bacon here in the States, Bob. That's what's so funny about that,
Well,
if
I know,
you ask
but
for
I mean,
Canadian bacon in the States, like if you go to a Papa John's,
yeah,
and
you get
try to
ham.
that, it's basically chopped up ham. The proper way to do it, in my opinion, but it's more like a smoked sweet ham. It's very different.
Let's say we're getting Bobby started with his Canadian bacon thing. It's not a good place to go. All right, let's get through this. Let's see what the price is. You're lucky. Couldn't believe it when I saw it. I prefer dingleberries. It's just ham, says Dream Man, as Bobby Nick would shout to. Balls Deep checks in with the late in the day dab. In New Jersey, it's known as Taylor ham, that round piece of ham. It's regional. It's called Taylor ham in that area. And now Brian Kowalczyk wants some. I'm fucking hungry now. We do that. My stomach's grumbling too. Homemade everything is the shit, says Donkey Kongington. It's German, says our friend Asta Chunkster. Bobby Nick needs that Canadian bacon, damn it. Don's checking out and says, "Laters." He's going to get something to eat. We done made him hungry.
Fill that stomach up, Don.
Stacy says Canadians love to point out everything that comes from Canada.
No. That's not what it is. When it's a lie, I'm going to point it out. You guys are lying on us. You guys are lying. Ham steak, goddammit. That's what Canadian bacon is in America.
Well,
in Canada, Canadian bacon is fucking actual bacon.
So the Chunkster checks in with something called German speck, and it says it refers to a type of cured pork fat, often lightly smoked, which is considered German equivalent to bacon. Is Canadian bacon. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. I'm not sure. We got some new bacon. We got a new entry. German speck. That sounds awful circumspect to me. I don't know about that.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna. All right, Chunk. So I guess let's see. I see it's a Chunk up there. That's what I read. All right, Chops, man. Let me hit you a little timpani, and we'll present the price.
Yes,
so once again, we're talking about a package. It might be 12 ounces. It might be a pound, but it was $19.40. It certainly isn't $5 or $7. Let's find out how much in 1940 was a package of bacon at the grocery store.
As cheap as 23 cents for a
23 cents, I think.
Wow.
I agree with Stacy because I didn't. She says we forgot our guesses at this point. I think you're probably right. We did talk it out pretty good. We talked it out maybe a little too good. Had a lot of fun talking about it. So we'll do it a little quicker for the next selection that Chops brings up here. There you go. Ooh, so close, says Nerd. $1.25 says two joints. Space Nerd says I said 25 cents. Let me go back a little bit on some of these. We had a couple choices. That was way long ago. Christ, I'm still scrolling, looking for a price. Pound. I'm still scrolling. Oh, we get 25 cents. 25 cents. That's way back. We got 46 cents from Flex. 26 cents. Brian Kowalczyk was pretty close. Yeah, can you imagine that? So $1. What did we already buy with $1? We bought a pound of bacon, right? And then what was the first thing? I've forgot that already too. The bread.
Loaf of bread.
The bread, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what we
Loaf
spent?
of bread is some bacon for
37 cents.
37 cents.
37 cents so far. Okay.
Fuck, if we could do that nowadays, man, I'd be fucking laughing.
Now, what if we're hungry for a cheeseburger and we want to go out and we want to go to a local restaurant just for a cheeseburger? What do you think that might cost y'all?
Cheeseburger. I'm going to say like 12 to 15 cents. Something like that.
God, that sounds amazing, doesn't it?
It's
so cheap.
I'm going to say 50 cents.
50 cents for a cheeseburger in 1940. The price is right, says Don. That's right. 19 cents, says Flex. I was in my 90s at this time. Life was better. Oh, that's Bob Levy saying that. He was in his 90s then. Are you in Jersey right now, Brian Kowalczyk? Ask our friend Stacy. Donkey Kongington guessed 19 cents for this burger. We got Tiff with 3Fs guessing 20. We have Flex 316, 12. Tracy with 20. Space Nerd with 32. Stacy with 10. Don with 8. We'll play the timpani sooner. We'll talk it out afterwards. Let us know. In 1940, we already talked about bread,
bacon,
and now
a cheeseburger for 15 to 20 cents.
I was kind of right in there, wasn't I? 15 to 20 cents. I was in there.
Wow.
A lot of you.
I was right in there. 10 cents, 8 cents, 15 to 20 cents. There you go. So we got, wow. And comparable, I mean, that's fast food comparable. So you can get a loaf of bread for 11 cents, or you can get a burger for 15 to 20 cents. Very interesting.
God, these days, if you go out to like a McDonald's, you're paying, $12 for 2 McDoubles. That was on the dollar menu back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prices got out of hand between I think the fast food places saw these places like Five Guys getting away with selling these high-end burgers for this higher dollar amount, and they kind of wanted to take part in that, and they thought they could probably make some more money, but I think they've turned off a lot of people by raising these prices. Chops.
Heck yeah.
It's not affordable to go there anymore.
That's the whole thing about fast food, is that it wasn't healthy, but it was cheap, and that's the whole reason it started. I thought, at least.
It was supposed to be cheap, fast, and affordable.
Yeah.
Not no more. Not no more.
And
I remember people used to buy from the fucking dollar menu just to feed the whole fucking family, and it was cheaper than fucking cooking a meal. You know,
$20 feed the whole family. You know, family of 4 or 5, done.
And then people would talk about how, fresh food, they tell you, well, eat fresh fruit, fresh fruits and vegetables. But I hear many people complain about how they make it so pricey to buy, like, a thing of grapes or a melon or, kind of bananas or anything.
Anything nowadays. Yeah, it's expensive as hell.
We need to get back to the victory. What do they call them? The victory gardens.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
So that's what, and like I said, we know enough about our society we live. Everything is kind of old is new again. Like all this old stuff kind of finds its way back. The kids kind of wanting to go back into more blue collar jobs, and I think it'll kind of lend itself to. You'll still have ones that want to do gardening and stuff, but it's not how most of our society runs, though. Yeah, we count on the food chain. Let's see. I wonder how much.
All I know is that at the end of the month, I don't have enough money to last me the whole fucking month. It's like Jesus Christ.
It's tough.
Like sometimes I got to dip into my savings these days.
Yeah, the supply and demand keeps going up with population, and then there's less things around and on, so that goes up, but your pay it goes up faster than any of your kind of income does.
Yeah,
different.
That's ridiculous.
We got the BAM, we got the Flex. You're on the ball, bud. 15 cents from Macas, says our friend Flex316, checking in from down under. A jar of mayo is $8.50 today. It's expensive to be a lard ass in the United States. $8.50. Wow, my wife enjoys Miracle Whip. I don't eat any of it, but $8.50. I thought mayonnaise used to be like a buck or two a jar. That was what I recalled.
Could, yeah.
Chop's name even makes me hungry. There you go.
A jar of mayo right now.
There you go. Do that. Yeah. Tiff, you're right. Tiff with 3F said, this is making me want a cheeseburger. Yeah, this whole episode is making me hungry. I can't wait to get over here and eat something. $13 for a meal now. Not even upsize, says Flex316 about the prices for fast food. I love Duke's. She likes some Duke's mayonnaise. 32 ounces is about $6 here, says Space Nerd. Oh, I see you put it up on the screen. What? Best foods, real mayonnaise.
So how much do you think a jar of mayonnaise cost in the 1940s?
Oh, you got one. Oh, you got mayonnaise.
A whole jar of mayonnaise.
A whole jar. Well, Christ. They're saying it's like $8 now.
It's not cheap now, definitely. Yeah, you're at minimum. I think you're paying $6 for a smaller jar, $3 for the off-brand stuff.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna say 20 cents.
Well, this took a couple processes. This takes eggs and some stuff, and you gotta have a jar and all that. So I'm gonna say a little more for this. I'm gonna say about 40 cents a jar. I'm gonna say 40 cents.
I'm gonna go with at least 60 to 80. I know that's a jump, but it's got to be around that realm.
Damn. Donkey Kongington says, I get the 1 gallon jar sometimes just for the hell of it.
One gallon?
Holy fuck.
How do you
That's
get
a lot of
that?
fucking mayo. Jesus Christ.
We got guesses from Tracy of 14 cents and RBLQ, Red Bob Levy Quotes, of 15 cents. Never even seen Duke's, Brian. I did a report last week. They have the Duke's mayonnaise. It's regional, I guess, for what you're saying. And they did a Duke's college football game, and they poured. Remember, Bob? They poured the Duke's mayonnaise over the winning coach's head.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh no! What?
Yeah, that's how because the sponsor wanted their mayonnaise, their product tied in, and that's what they chose to do for a tie-in, Chops. Was they poured it on a guy's head.
Oh, I guess you got to do what you got to do.
Donkey Kong didn't ask a question. Says, why the fuck would you buy mayonnaise at the store? In the 1940s, you could make your own with some oil, some eggs from your own chicken.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm kind of fascinated by the slow pull as well, Chops, at how we got away from doing all these things ourselves. Because like Donkey says, a lot of these things they kind of would have done ourselves. But at some point, I guess somebody really looked at it, Chops, and went, you know what? I could stand here and make this mayonnaise Or they tell me down at this grocery store place that I can just go get it and the shit's already made. At some point, that becomes appealing to many, many people.
Bottled water. You know, I mean, when I was growing up and they were trying to introduce that people were like, well, that's stupid. Nobody's going to buy that.
Same.
But lo and behold.
Well, you know, very few people now have farms even, you know, they don't raise chickens. They don't do anything anymore. You know, back then they did it out of necessity. Now you do it to make money, really. You know?
Right, you did it because there wasn't a infrastructure like a grocery store or a whole food chain that we've come to know. This commercial grocery food system didn't exist, and you know, I guess if it didn't, Bob, we would have been forced to being out there. We would be like, you know what? God damn it, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go out there and kill some and figure out how to do this shit, right?
Yep.
We would have been forced to do it, but a lot of this modernization it kind of made us lazy. It took us kind of really off of that kind of hunter kind of a path that it seemed like we're all on. Yeah, and feed the troops. I got Stern pay-per-view to get Hershey's chocolate syrup for a sponsor. That's good. By applying it to Bikini Girl saying, I'm Sunday. That's pretty good, Jerry. I like that. That's a good story. All right, but we're talking about mayonnaise right now, my friend Jerry Lehane. Well, I guess about 40 cents for a jar in 1940. 40 on 40. Let's see. That's what I do with a gallon of mayo. I scarf that shit right out of the jar.
Damn, wow, dude.
Really? Cool. Article John says, I like the tangy zip of a Miracle Whip. All right. Well, now our friend Chops, who's joining us today with this pricing game of what it was in the 40s. I'm gonna hit a little timpani. We got our guesses in there. I guessed about 40 cents. Well, let's see in 1940 when they're talking about $8 a day. What would it cost you in 1940, Chops, for a jar of mayo?
It's going to be 20 to 25 cents for a whole jar.
Okay, I was high on that.
I said 20 cents. I think I was in there.
A lot of you were very close on that. You guys are good with this. Holy crap.
Let's see. We got 23 cents. I actually traded homegrown eggs for aspirin 4 years ago. The old barter system. You gotta like that.
Wow.
Let's check out some of the early messages on here. Early guesses. We had 23 cents earlier, right? What did it end up being? I forgot it already. Oh, yeah,
20 to 25.
So there you go. Brian's in there. There you go. 22, 17. There you go. They're right in there. So there you go. We're in it. We're having it. We're
guys
doing
did
it. All right. We got, look, Stacy's excited. She said yes. Trading is an debrutalized form of commerce. You understand? That's poison, says Perry about that. MSIP says, when some of the chats go up on the screen, the guy in the bottom screen looks like Tim Allen's neighbor from Home Improvement. Okay, like the fence guy. I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
see his eyeballs.
I see it. Yep.
No.
That's
We
great.
have a load of that. There you go. That's poison. Good observation there. I didn't realize that. Tiffany Washington let me know we're having so much fun that we are officially into Override. Oh, we're having too much fun. We're officially into Overvibe.
Holy shit. How did that time fly so fast, man? Damn.
Bob, I think I looked at it last time was 20 minutes ago. We are officially into Overvibe, folks. Hanging out, having fun. That must mean we're having fun with Chops and Bobby Nick and the chat family. We created a vibe. Now we're over-vibing. And Chops was telling us he brought a bit with him about some prices on how much things were, everyday items were in the 1940s. And I don't think we haven't even gotten near 50 cents with any of them yet.
No.
No, not at all, to tell you the truth. Guys, I got to go use the restroom real quick, but I would like chat to kind of like do a vote on what we should look up next.
All right. A modern day. All right. Well, I'm going to let Chops take a little break. He's taking a little piss break. I'm going to take this out. I'll put him backstage. We're officially into Overvibe, folks. We'll give Chops a minute to come back from his little personal piss break. We'll talk about it in the chat. But let's see what items. It's like, I don't know. We could do a lot of stuff. What everyday item do I eat?
A lot of things. A carton of eggs. How about carton of eggs, fucking.
We did bacon. We did bread. Cigarettes. Oh, that cigarettes could be a good one. That could be a good one because cigarettes were quite prevalent. They were prevalent back in the day. Flex 316. I think smokes is the way we go because that's a really good comparable because they were definitely prevalent back then. Oh, Chops is going to touch his pee-pee. It's Tanya Levy. I don't know if I have Tanya Levy, but I think I have. What else I have? Where did that go? I had something. Oh, I got this one.
Oh, right. To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
I got Jamie Lee Levy. How about that? Well, I like what Tiffany's recommending. She says it's time to smoke. Quick break.
Oh, yeah.
We're officially into the overvibe. That means we're having too much fun. We're having too much fun, as a matter of fact, on this Thursday. And hell, once I do get away from this, I'm not going to be away from you for long, folks, because tonight, you know what we're going to do. 100 Proof Podcasting channel right here on YouTube. The link's running in my chat. We're going to do replayables. I'll see Tiff Washington there and probably Space Nerd and maybe Matt and maybe Donkey. We're going to drink, smoke, laugh, and joke or eat your edibles or just hang out with us on a Thursday night and have fun. I'll see RBLQ. He kind of sat in for me last week when I couldn't make it there. Puff, 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 says our friend Space Nerd. We're going to have a lot of fun hanging out tonight doing that 10 o'clock East. I'm going to smoke one right now. Come on, let's get one in. Who's got theirs? Smoke them if you got them, Bobby. Come on.
Yeah. Toke it up, man. Update from Wendy.
Oh
boy. She says too late. Going in my diaper.
Damn. Wendy. Oh shit, Wendy. That's Wendy, boy. Well, we're happy to not be on the bad side of those. Let's see. I see Chops is going to make his way back in a minute. It's remarkable. Let's see. So yeah, so we're having fun hanging out here in the middle of the day. All right, I see you think Chops is back, so let's bring him back in.
So what did they come up with?
They came up with cigarettes, Chops. I thought that was a great one.
Good one.
Yeah.
Great one. So, I mean, yeah, and cigarettes, I mean, this is something where the price going up. Now, this happened, at least in my state, because they used the high price as a deterrent to for future smoking, Bob. Did they do that in Canada? Like, kept trying to raise the prices to get people to stop?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. You go to, really the only places you can buy cigarettes in my town are at gas stations now, because every place that has a fucking pharmacy, which is every supermarket nowadays, can't sell them. So, and then you go into the gas station and you can see the cigarettes, but you can't, they're almost like boarded up. They're behind like these plastic casings. So yeah, you can't even see the cigarettes. If you want to see the cigarettes, you have to ask to see them.
Yeah, no visual temptation, none of that stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember they used to have the clear displays, and they used to be like out in the open. And you just look up and you point to the one you want or whatever. Yeah. And then they had cigarette machines around. So yeah, and I used to, my father would send me to our local corner drugstore to get cigarettes for him.
Yeah,
they didn't even question it.
That's what my grandma would do. She'd write me a note when I was like young.
I didn't even have a note.
I was like under 10, and I'd go to the store and hand them the note, and they'd give me the smokes, and I'd give them the money that my
the old days
grandma gave me. Yeah,
I didn't even need the note. They would just sell them to me. All right, so we got some guesses going out here. So yes, we all know, I guess, from all of the stereotypes and what history has taught us that obviously cigarette smoking has been around a long time, at least in the modern times, since like these days that we're talking about, since like the World War II days, where all the guys were rough and tumble and they needed some cigarettes to kind of level off, to take the edge off, right, Chops?
Yeah, gosh dang, man, if you were born between World War II and I. What a hell of a life you lived. Like, that's a different type of person.
Yeah, they were. And let's just talk about how back in those days, we could literally find, and I might have showed some videos on here, where they actually touted the health benefits about how it made you like more peppy and stuff if you smoke. Like, they actually tried to get doctors behind cigarettes at one point in time and endorse it as a healthy pastime.
Great for
9 out of 10 doctors recommend, Marlboros.
So it was a big part of society, even back then. Like, it was a lot of peer pressure. I even had like my mother-in-law who passed away. They literally told me, Bob, that when they would go to social events, they didn't smoke. But she says in order to not feel out of place, she had a pack of cigarettes in her purse and would have one to like handle and light up just to talk casually. That's how much pressure was on them in her day to not look like that you weren't down hip with smoking.
Yeah, I remember my mom. She started smoking because there was a lot of peer pressure, but she wouldn't even inhale. You know,
Yeah.
she would just smoke to just be social. You
It
know?
was very much a social thing back then. It was just, I mean, everybody had smoke rooms and everything. The guys would have a couple of drinks, go to the cigar lounge. It was a fun.
Yeah, the oddity the thing that I find so odd is that in their efforts to deter people from smoking, they raise the taxes on them, obviously, but then they'll tell you how much they're going to use this money to pay for the next program that they want or law that they kind of want to fund, right? And to me, that's a slippery slope, because at some point, if you're successful at what you do and it successfully deters people from smoking, now you're not going to have the money to finance this thing that you were. So I see that going on a lot of times. Like, they want to use the revenue from the stopping, from raising the taxes on cigarettes to fund a program. But they're if it works, they're going to run out of a revenue source.
Right. But in Scotland, I know that Jerry has told me that they just recently passed a law that every year they're going to raise the age that you could smoke. So eventually, nobody will be able to smoke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Interesting. I seen him going through that, and I noticed him on Facebook a couple of weeks ago going through that shit that he lives over in Scotland, like you said. And they have that whole thing with the BBC television, the Channel 3, and they literally make every citizen in England pay for a license fee for the BBC, whether you watch a television or not.
Get out of here. I've never heard that.
Yes. I could probably find some videos about it, Bob, and I know he's been complaining about it, has he not?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they literally come to your door chops. He was on social media a couple weeks ago showing the letter that they presented to him, saying that we are going to come by to talk about this fee and make sure that you don't have a TV, and that they want to. Yes,
on Christmas,
in your home
on Christmas Day yet.
Yeah, he got that for a Christmas present. That's when the visit was scheduled, right?
What year was this?
Just this year or this past year?
This past Christmas.
Yeah.
Is this
for real?
Canada thing?
No, it's a Scottish thing.
Oh,
it's a British thing.
Oh, okay.
Anybody gets the BBC.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
Tiff with 3F says, we had a cigarette machine at a resort that I managed. That's an old thing where you pulled the handle on them, Bob, and bought the cigarette
machines.
That was awesome.
That
was awesome, man. Because I remember back in the day, like they had this one in this mall. It was right in this space where like nobody really was. So us kids at like 7, 8 years old could just go in there and put our money in and get a pack of smokes. It's like, well, okay, cool, right on.
And then saw no picks on the pockets. And then you could, I seen some of the ones that had a dollar machine adapted to them eventually when they become so, it's a morbid person. I think you're talking about the pictures, the warning pictures that they're putting on.
Oh, yeah. They can get pretty bad.
Yeah. Who smokes anymore, says the Chunkster. This guy right here named Bobby Nick.
I do. I know.
Cocaine cough drops are a hell of a drug. Miss cigarette dispenser. Sounds good. 50 cents. All right, we got 12 cents for some of these guesses. So now we're just talking about a pack of cigarettes, and we're 11 minutes after the hour, so we got to get on with it. You guys are awesome today. We're having a great time. This is a vibe, man, and you guys create it. So that was nice. Let's talk about some of these. We got some. How about everybody throw their guesses in one more time so I don't have to go back to the thing and look for them.
Yeah.
So one more time, we're asking again. My guess was 25 cents from Stacey Allen. Here we go.
How much was a pack of cigarettes in the 1940s?
That's right. Bacon is frying, says Don.
I'm going to say 10 cents.
Mm-hmm. 10 cents.
A lot of you are real close.
That's my favorite midnight oil song. Bacon. How do we sleep when the bacon is frying? Oh, that's right.
I remember.
My guess was 25 cents, says Stacey Allen. Come on, I need them guesses in there so I don't have to scroll back through there while I fry some bacon over here. Let's see. Let's listen in on Don. He's making bacon. Oh. There it is. That's a shave and a haircut, Terry Nee. 2 bits. 24 cents. $15. No, Tiff. 15 centa she changed it to. With a little Spanish accent. Or Italian. It's a 15 centa. 15 centa. What you talking about? The 15 centa. FYI, the temporary smoking ban because of the Kenneth fire has been lifted for Perry's Piss and Shit patio. Smoke them if you got them.
Hell yeah.
Perry, we're coming to party on the Piss and Shit patio.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on. We know we can come out there. It'll be no problem. No, wait, 26 cents. A phone charger, then ham in the oven. What? 45 cents for cigarettes? 12 cents, says Space Nerd. Stevie Lou sung's beds are burning, did he? Oh, that's right, he did. He does look like that guy. Seen Midnight Oil at my local 25 years ago in a 200-person room. Mandy Diff knows what's up. She says, yay. She says, yay, over vibe. At TIFF, the Apple Cup is always a Hawk Stadium. Okay, do we have one more item there? But we're still doing cigarettes. All right, so here we go. We're doing the cigarette thing. I kind of forgot where I was with the overdrive. So let me give it a little timpani. Boom. All right, so cigarettes have been around since at least the 30s or 40s. And they're like $8, $10, $12, $15 a pack. But back in the 1940s, you could probably get a pack of cigarettes for
13 cents to 50 cents, depending on the brand and where you got them from.
Oh, there you go. To 50? 50?
50 cents. 13 to 50 cents.
50. Wow, that's quite a range. There must have been some really high-end ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they must have stayed that way for quite a while, because I remember my mom telling me that when she started smoking, they were 25 cents a pack.
Now, it really does fluctuate a lot, because it says in 1942 a pack of cigarettes cost 13 cents, but in 1943 a pack of cigarettes cost 5 cents. So that's more than half of the cost gone down.
Oh, that's very interesting. Because
let's say that you liked German cigarettes, and obviously in 1944 you're probably not going to get them too often. So
right, yeah,
it might cost a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Benson and Hedges were probably pricey ones. They were the fancies, and Chesterfields too, right? And did they have, I don't know if they had Virginia Slims going way back. That seems like more of a 70s cigarette. And then you got into some of the longer cigarettes, because I think that became in vogue, Chops, where the 100s, where that made just a little bit longer, right, Bob?
Yeah, I used to smoke me some Benson and Hedges 100s. They were really light, but I liked the length of them. That was the appeal for me.
Now, I've heard that 100. Somebody can correct me on this, and I hope you do. That 100 cigarettes just have an extra large filter, not necessarily more tobacco in it.
Bobby, he's your.
I'm going to say no.
Expert. I ain't touching it.
I'm going to say no. They did have a longer filter, but they had more tobacco in there too. Yeah.
So longer filter and a little bit more tobacco.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it looked like it was both. Bobby Nick, we have a message for you from Care Bears in the chat. Wendy, aka Wendy, says, just sent Bobby the pic. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Oh no. I guess.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a message from Wendy. Ooh, it's a juicy one, boys and girls.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Whoa. It looks like a pile of brown corn.
Funny, I don't remember eating corn. I don't remember eating corn. My parents were Winston smokers, said our friend Space Nerd. Moors. That's a 37-cent average. Ooh, Brian Kowalczyk checking with the averages. Ooh. And Bo Madonna. Lucky Strikes was the king back then, says Josh in Tennessee, who's checking in, grinding up stuff.
Lucky Strikes is still around, isn't it?
Yes, I think they are.
Yeah, it is. I think so.
I believe
Crazy.
They are. Clip it, says our friend Matt. Oh, but wait a minute, because Stacey Allen says, so Bobby Nick is a length guy. Noted.
Well, I did say that the appeal was that they were longer. So
well, there's probably a reason that he said that, Stacy. Well, I
got deep butt cheeks.
That's probably why. Clip it.
Now we're connecting the dots.
I smoke Camel 99, says our friend Tiffany Washington. Have a delicious, healthy Lucky Strike, says our friend Don. That's right. They're delicious. Yeah. That's right. They'll give you a pep in your step when you had too much of the old lady getting on your nerves. Have a nice Lucky Strike to mellow you out. Wendy dropped a fat gully.
Yes, she did.
They call it.
Well, if you are a member here on the BF Live channel, which I hope you are, for as little as $4.99 a month or $9.99 a month, you can play with the Tom Gully poo emoji, and you could express yourself that way. He got wood. Bobby loves it, says Don. Wait a minute.
I don't know how much I love it. I kind of do feel like I'm in like a really small club, though, because it is Wendy Pack, the Wendy Pack from the Howard Stern show.
That's true.
Sending me something that she doesn't send to too many people. So,
feeling like a freak on a leash. Send it to Chop, says Mandy Diff.
Thank you. I don't fuck with poop.
Right into the Wendy folder, says our friend Don. I was a Marlboro smoker, all the kinds in the 1990s. You get those Mad Marlboro points. You got the Raft. What'd you get? My sister I think she got like a jacket, Bobby Nick. She got a Raft. Yeah. She would get like the can koozies. She had mad points for Marlboros.
Yeah. We didn't have we don't have Marlboros in Canada, so we never had anything like that.
Does anybody do the whole proof of purchase thing anymore? But like back in the day, it was Pepsi. Like if you collect X amount of like Pepsi caps or something like that.
I don't see any of that stuff anymore.
No, not at all.
No.
Back in my day, we collected stuff like caps. That's how it was.
Send in my coupons and get a toy.
That's right. We like that. You make a good point there. There are not many of those offers around, but yeah, the last one that I took part in, Chops, was it was modern. It was kind of Pepsi, where you got the points under the cap, you typed it in online, and you redeemed it all online. That was pretty good. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with that.
I think a good 25% of my Pepsis were paid that way as a teenager when they had that going on.
There you go. FTG, says our friend Red Bolly Quotes. He's a member, so you can have fun with the Tom Gully poo. Brian Kowalczyk says, us Polish aren't known for our math double checking. There it is. Now he's got it right now because he's a member. 1, 2, 3, 4, TG poo. We got Mandy Diff with the poo. We have She Loves Bobby legit. She certainly does. And we got into that whole saga. Fleece chair. I see new Marlboro boxes that are black. What is the difference, Bob? I've seen those too.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you. We do not have Marlboros in Canada.
Wow, at all, huh?
No. I mean, if we do, it's imported.
Calgary or something?
No. My specific brand is Canadians.
Canadians. Okay, that's
cigarette.
Marlboro Blacks are more on the robust side, so it's considered a little bit more bolder than a Marlboro.
Yeah, they call that says the one I'm looking at says black, and they also have black menthol for bold flavor and to die even faster. It's Marlboro Black. That's right. You don't want to stick around any longer than you want to, do you, folks? I wish I had a Marlboro GMC silicone. Let's say, Bobby Nick, you need to save those photos and make a coffee table book out of them.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Wendy says,
never
yes.
have friends again.
Yes, I do love Bobby Don. Yes, I do. I'm more of a Marlboro
Love you too,
man,
Wendy.
says our boy Dream Man.
Shut the fuck up.
Wendy, let's see.
I was a big Newport smoker when I was smoking.
Newports?
Yeah, but also because I smoked a lot of weed in my 20s, and when I got into cigarettes, I was told that you get a larger high if you smoke Newports right after smoking a joint. Now, obviously, it's
a head rush.
Yeah, but it's like nicotine. Any type of nicotine you could smoke, it's going to give you the head rush.
Yeah. Tom Gully Poos. I can't remember what I got, says Space Nerd. Hey, Tiff. Today reminds me of when I was supply teaching. Some days it was so impossible to keep everyone on task, but it was awesome. That's right. This trio is great, says Brian Kowalczyk. Well, Brian, We are into Overvibe, and hopefully I think you're going to be seeing it a lot more because Chops has been more of a regular here on BF Live, and he knows he's always welcome.
Thank you. I'll be like
he fits in good because I think the thing about Chops is he has a lot to contribute, and also he's got that radio voice just like BF. So
yes,
yeah,
it's meant to be.
Wendy, my favorite is when you send Bobby pics every day. Yes, Don, it's mine too, says Wendy right back. RBLQ, who is Canadian, says Canada is not a real place.
Not true.
Marlboro is too manly for Canada, says our friend Dream Man checking in.
Maybe.
What is the Canadian cigarette? Like y'all's like I gotta say Marlboro's gotta be America. So what would be the equivalent?
I don't even know really. I really haven't really paid attention to
it's all good.
what brands are exclusive to Canada and the United States and stuff like that. I just know that when people mention Winston's or Marlboros or there was another brand.
No, Winston's a name
Can't
I don't
remember.
really hear that much.
But I'm imagining that you guys don't hear brands like Players or De Maurier.
That one. No.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So Players and De Maurier are probably the top brands in Canada. Number 7. Do you guys know number 7?
No.
Never heard that one.
No. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
See?
Nope.
There are some native cigarettes.
Nope. All I know is
number 2.
That's all I know. Story texts in and says, "Hey y'all, just checking in to say hello. Be sure to hit that like button and the stream if you haven't." Well, thank you, Stormy. Thanks for stopping by and letting us know.
Whatever.
Well, that you did stop by. I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit this.
Good to see you, Stormy.
Hey, Stormy from 2 Joints. Oh, Don getting the green grunt. What's going on there? Hey, Stormy from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Stormy from Care Bear. I started with Clove, then Newport, says our friend Space Nerd.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about cloves.
What do you know about
a lot of us started with that.
I was never a smoker, so what do you know from Clove?
So Clove was just was one of those things that you weren't really supposed to inhale, so it was more just you bring it in the mouth for the taste.
Okay.
But it was the
like
beginner
penis?
cigarette for a lot of people, a lot of teenagers back in the day.
I thought maybe it represented a brand name, but I thought I remembered here at least of people doing that, like a Clove, and you weren't supposed to. You're supposed to kind of just take it in or what, like a cigar or whatever.
It was a cigar. Thank you. Absolutely.
Weird.
Yeah, but that's weird. Then reds, then lights, then ultralights. Oh, cigarettes made me puke, says Don. Yeah. Yeah, I would actually like my father's or something sometime, and I just didn't. No, I didn't like none of it. All my brothers and sisters smoked, so it turned me off to it. I only smoked weeds. Damn it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember the first day or the first week that I smoked on a regular basis, like when I actually decided that I'm gonna start fucking smoking. I felt different. I felt shaky sometimes. Then that all kind of just went away, and you get used to it. You get addicted.
And that's
yep. If I have too much nicotine, even from my vaporizer, I will get like shaky in a way.
Really?
I'm kind of simple-minded, but I learned about a month ago that nicotine will bring up your blood pressure, and I had no idea. And so that would make sense of the shakes type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You can get vape without nicotine though.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But
yeah,
we love the nicotine at the end of the day,
Well, that's true. That's true. And it's not the cancer-causing agent, So
no, that would be the carcinogens from the smoke or whatever.
All the other bullshit additives that are.
Bobby, did you ever try the Hunter S. Thompson filters? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
no,
there's long things that made you look real dignified or something like there's long like holders, Bob, like a cigarette holder.
Well,
yeah.
So you might be thinking of the Breakfast at Tiffany one, where it's like this long, but no, the one with Hunter S. Thompson would probably be like this long, and it just had like a rock filtration system in it.
Yeah, I do remember some of my uncles back in the day using something on the end of their cigarette, and it was like a just a white or almost like a yellow thing. Well, maybe it turned yellow
Yes.
after smoking. And
It was just to prevent the tar.
Yeah.
The amount
Yeah.
of
I remember those. Yeah.
Bobby, you want to talk to us about what you got going on here?
That's okay. No, I'm enjoying hearing what you're saying, and you gave me a chance to set this up because they let me know in the chat that this is from Space Nerd. She living that Marlboro life. She got that Marlboro.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've always heard of those, but I've never seen one.
What year is that? If that's
That-
from the 90s,
that was easily mid 90s. Easily mid 90s.
Right.
Yep.
If that's
Yeah,
in good
they had
condition,
rafts.
that's
They had like boom boxes, coolers, jackets. I mean, they had a catalog.
Yeah, yeah.
They had a catalog.
awesome.
30 years ago, it says Space Nerd, right, in the 90s. There you go.
But
Wow.
that is, if that's in good condition, that's worth moolah.
Marlboro Miles. That's what they used to call it. I used to call it the miles you put on your lung. The
That's
Marlboro
it.
Miles.
That's it. Yep.
Right. Giveaways all the time, said Space Nerd. Yeah. Now, I think they totally would. I think they would frown on any type of promotion now that attaches like achieving a certain level of smoking to acquiring like points and items. I don't think that's ever going to happen again.
You guys remember when they had the cartoon?
no.
They had a cartoon character representing camel. To
Yep.
imagine that in today's
Yep.
time is almost sinful.
And then in the 90s,
Well,
they
remember
livened it up
Popeye?
too.
Remember Popeye cigarettes? That's what we had in Canada. We had Popeye,
sugar
but
ones?
it was they were candies, but they were like
I remember
it was like candy, but it was like shaped like a cigarette. It was smaller,
Mhm.
but
It
I
literally
mean,
looked like a small
and it-
piece of chalk, but it was just candy.
Yeah.
And you were,
Yeah, it was-
you were meant to just keep it in your mouth and
Yeah.
smoke it like a
but
like an
and then
adult.
I remember they also had these chocolates that were wrapped. They were like cigarettes or cigars or something like that, and they would come in a pack that looked exactly like a cigarette pack.
Yeah.
And I mean, around them they would have a wrapper that was white, and underneath it would be a layer of like some kind of white substance that
It was
powdery
powdered
substance
sugar.
that you could
Corn-
blow.
cornstarch
you
or powdered sugar.
could blow on it and it looked like you were like
Absolutely.
smoking. You know?
Absolutely. Yep. So that's two I remember, Bob. Yeah, we had those, the ones that, like you're describing, they had bubble gum in them with the paper and like the cornstarch
Yeah.
or the powdered sugar. And then we had the ones that were just thin candy sticks. They were much thinner and you just chomped the whole thing like a little pretzel stick, buddy.
Yeah.
Did you have that kind
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, it's always gum. It was always gum or chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
One candy that was kind of leaning
And candy,
towards
and
tobacco
candy, yeah.
products, that was kind of leaning towards tobacco products as well, that all of us remember, but they're just now starting to get rid of, was the chewing gum that looked like shredded tobacco. Do you guys remember this?
Right? Yeah.
I had
Big League. Wasn't it
Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. Yeah.
I used to love
You
that
can-
stuff.
You can
Yeah.
still find it, but I don't think they're allowed to advertise the way they used to.
Yeah. But yes, the pouch was identical to the pouch that the guys would actually have chew in, and they shredded the gum to make it look like. So it
Yeah.
was basically my first spit kit was Big League Chew. How to
It was
teach.
the best. It tasted so good.
It was great, yeah, because you
something
never had
about it.
gum in that texture shredded up like that before. It was
Right. Yeah. It was so nice putting it in your mouth and chewing on it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Stormy checks in and says that Google says Canadian version is branded with the word Matador instead of Marlboro. Bobby Nick,
Oh.
you've heard of Matador? That's a more you know from Stormy.
I don't think I have heard of Matador.
Ole.
But I'll have to look for him.
Oh, okay. That's what the tip was red. Wait a minute, that's it, because later on she goes, that's what she said. The tip was red.
Get that
It's
checked
funny-
out.
It's funny because I saw that that's what she said first, and then I go back and I see Tiff with a comment that goes, the tip was red. Oh, yeah, that's what she said. Shut up, man. Yeah, it's red. Let's see. Just Google the Marlboro Cyclone. They gave away 10 trucks that were branded red with that logo on it. They went all into anything that they could slap Marlboro on back in the 90s. They did it, and they gave it away. It was crazy.
Keep that up there. 1 second. I've got to look this up. Marlboro Cyclone. Well, we'll give this
We speak the truth. All right.
There we go. Thank you.
That's what she said. We got that one. 54. We had those in the U.S. as well.
That's a
Says Stacey.
bitchin' looking car.
All right, let's put it up. Oh, we'll blow it up.
Want to
Right?
bring it up?
Look at that. Go ahead there. Sunday. Smoker action. That's right. That's right, folks. This only costs you a lung and a half for this truck right here, this beater right here, boy. I tell you what, step right up. Just for 1 lung and a half. That's right, 1 lung and a half. You too can own this Marlboro vehicle right here. It's smoking hot, folks. There you
Honestly,
go.
how much would you have to give up? Like, how many cartons of cigarettes would you have to go through until you could afford that?
Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, I guess that might be part of the article there, Chops. You go, how many Marlboro points was required? I'm going to say a million or something. Marlboro points for that truck. Damn.
On it.
33rd like. Oh shit. Forgot to hit like. Well, don't forget to hit like, because I think I saw Juggle at Jen. I think she forgot to hit the like. Please don't forget to hit the like, folks. I hope you had fun today. I know you like me, but go ahead and hit that like button and let them know you like me, folks. I think we could kind of keep Big League Chew, says our friend Two Joints. Hubba bubble gum makes the best. I currently have some bubble yum on my candy shelf there, Bobby Nick.
I can't chew gum anymore. My fucking jaw gets sore.
Pops out early. Ooh, it's grooming, says Space Nerd. You're right. It was definitely was. It was definitely like, making it. It was normalizing it. Fake smoke. Magic smokes. My kids loved freaking out people in the 90s with those smokes. Yeah. Look at me. I'm smoking for real.
I remember the magic smoke stuff.
The magic smokes were like herbal.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. The Red Man chew, right? The old actual chew, Tiff. It come in a bag and you would just fold it back up and you look like you was a good old boy carrying around. You put the wad in your cheek and everything. Just everything.
I mean, they even have jerky tobacco now, which is amazing because I when I was working in the factory, I wasn't much into chew, but I was definitely into jerky. So I got some of that chew jerky just to kind of like look cool in front of the guys.
So it's like beef jerky that you can kind of chew and just let it juice in your mouth and kind of eat it slowly. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and they make it look like it comes from a canister from actual chew itself. So they wrap it up the right way.
So it's a healthy way of conforming and fitting in.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah. I always thought it was gross when people would chew because every 5 minutes they're spitting in a fucking in a fucking can or something.
And then
whatever.
And then what about the people they had a cup wherever they went? Let me sit this down right here, half full. There you go. How you been? What's going on? And they pick it up and proceed to take it to the next place with them.
Oh, I knew a guy.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that. I knew a guy who would spit in a beer can.
Oh,
and he'd be drinking beer at the same time. So one time he made the fucking mistake of grabbing the spit can and drinking out of it. Fuck it, just makes me want to puke.
That happened on
thinking about that.
That happened with two guys calling a hockey game not too long ago, Bobby Nick, and because one of the broadcasters he enjoyed him some chew, and the other one did not, and he had a habit of putting it in the white kind of styrofoam coffee cup that everybody uses, the one that looks like it could easily be yours, right? And I have video of it. This guy actually got a hold of this cup on the air, and he tries it on air. Here we go. This is during a live hockey game.
Oh my God.
This is a guy, his partner chews. I think the guy standing up, he chews. But the little gentleman, the smaller gentleman on the left, he does not chew. And he picks up the gentleman on the right's cup. And this is what happens. Oh my God. Look, he's like grabbing everything. He's grabbing anything he can get his hands on and washing it down his throat. Look.
Oh my God.
Why do I taste that? I feel it in my mouth.
This guy's got his back to him. It's his spit cup. He's getting grossed out. Look at the guy. He's making faces. He's trying to call the game, trying to act like everything's normal and shit. I'm puking, says Don. Oh, shit.
Horrible, dude. So horrible.
Oh, my God. That's it. Like, fuck. It says, Grody says, Space Nerd. Donkey, got to hit that live button, buddy. You're 20 minutes behind somehow. Heard this story a million times.
I used to get it all over my hands because the guys at the factory, a lot of them wouldn't even carry around a bottle, so they would just spit it right in the trash can. And guess on the days On the days it was your turn to tag it out.
That'd be all on the top. You see all switching around in there.
Oh, no.
I'm choking, LOL. Donkey says, my parents let me start chewing and dipping at 5. At 6, I was smoking. At 8, I was smoking reefer and making wine. At 11, I was making white liquor. Damn, Donkey is no one.
Shit,
in the game. I would have instantly joined him in the puking, says our friend Space Nerd. Spackle Bucket says, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. You have lived a longer life than most of us, Donkey. You got that right. Holy moly, folks.
There has to be a Spackle Bucket competition.
Well, you know what, guys?
There has to be.
Oh, yeah, I think they did used to have that, like a spinning. They do. I think the good old boys have that, where how far you can spit it, Chops.
Yep.
They have a distance spitting contest. All that kind of fun. Well, speaking about all kind of fun, we had all kind of fun, folks, but damn, you know, we are 38 minutes into what? 38 minutes into what? That's right, folks. We're in the over vibe. We did it. We done it. We're doing it. And while I really don't have to go to the bathroom or anything, I'm a little hungry, and maybe my dog might want to go out too. And like I always tell Bobby and Nick, this weed isn't going to smoke itself. So I need a little break between now and the next time I join you tonight on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel for Replayables. I'm not done having fun or hanging out with you or podcasting today, folks. I just need a little break to kind of eat and recharge and smoke that weed. And I'll be hanging out with you again at 10 o'clock tonight with Chris Abels on 100 Proof Podcasting channel right here on YouTube. I hope to see many of you there. Chops, I'm going to give it to you first, my friend. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for bringing a game. And let us know any last words you have to say and where we can find you after today.
Yeah, check us out on at WGNN at corndiff/YouTube. We'll be on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check it out.
All right, there you go. Corn Diff, WGNN tonight. That's where you can find our boy Chops hanging out next. And tonight is Thursday. And I know just being that my friends are up to some stuff tonight because No Filter to me always adds up to Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So Bobby Nick is going to tell us what's going on tonight and wherever you can find him after tonight. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Check out No Filter with Andrew and Friends, or where me, Andrew, hopefully Scott, and a bunch of other wackos will be trying to entertain you guys. And then tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, you can check me out on the Lunatic Lounge. And a bunch of those same wackos will be with me. And that's at Bobby Nick 1978. So give me a sub over there, guys, on YouTube. And I can on Saturday. I'm going to be in the lounge. Yeah, I do a music video show, guys. Yeah, for the low price of $1, you can see your music video requests on my show. Now, of course, I can't do it on YouTube. So you got to go over to Rumble, rumble.com /The Bobby Nick Show. Or just go over to rumble.com and type in The Bobby Nick Show and give me a follow.
There you go, folks. I was in there last night, so there's your warning. Bobby Nick said he's probably going to do it Saturday again. So whenever you go to his YouTube link, which is running at Bobby Nick 1978, and the Rumble link is right there along with it. So you don't have to go search in Rumble to find any of it if you catch the link going by in the chat. But there's your warning, folks. Set your notifications on those channels and don't miss the next time Bobby Nick goes in the lounge. It was a fun time yesterday. So let's get into a couple of the last chats here, and we're going to ease on down the road. Tikal, 2 joint. That's never going to be a thing. That's never going to be a thing, says Bob. To my love to my ladies in here, says Space Nerd. Donkey Kong says, Don, them buckets got rank after they've been in the closet for 110. Let's see. Tikal, Chris Abels. Stacy Tikal. That's never going to be a thing, says Chris Abels checking in. It's the lounge. Stacey Allen experienced the lounge for the first time last night.
Yeah,
had a great time.
Thank you, Stacey Allen, for joining us.
All right, here we go. Space Nerd says 100 Proof Podcasting tonight. That's where we'll see her, and all of you guys. Friday was payday, so let's go. Perfect job. Take care, chat, from our friend Space Nerd. See you later. Space Nerd thanks me, and I thank you. Stacey Allen acknowledges again the lounge. When Chris Abel sneaks in, shouting out the nerd and Donkey Kongington. Stacy Tikal from Chris Abels. Space Nerd says, Donkey Kongington, talk to you later. Stacy says, Chris Abels Tikal. To Cal, Chris Abel's brother from 2 Joints. Donkey says, we got the bucket comment. To Cal, okay, babe, says Donkey Kongton. Juggler Jen says, gives love to Space Nerd. Donkey Kongton says goodbye to Jen and peace. Juggler Jen shouts out Donkey Kongton. Donkey says, what's that shit they've been smoking, to Cal? Abel's slurs will be coming tonight. That's right. If you want to experience the Abel slur, don't forget to tune in before Replayables tonight at 8 o'clock to 8:15 or so for Killing with the Abels. That's where the lovely Liz Abel sits there and reads her favorite true crime stories, and Chris constantly interrupts her, and it's a lot of fun. So tune in for that tonight.
Yeah.
That'll be like 8:15 tonight on the same channel, 100 Proof Podcasting.
I have a feeling one of these days in there, we're going to see a murder live on camera.
I think you're probably right, because Chris does push the limits. So you will have to come see if you actually witness an on-camera murder.
Yeah.
Or if Chris and Liz are still together. BK LMAO from Chris Abels. Chris Nerd, LOL. Tick Cables, says our friend Terry Nee.
I like it.
Tick Cables. Peace, Tiffany Washington from Chris Abels. Juggler Jane gets the salute from Chris Abels. Tiffany Washington says HIGH to Chris. Terry Nee Cal. Wait a minute. Terry Nee Cal, he counters with. Terry Nee Cal, not T Cal. I don't interrupt BF. That's right. Don't do that. This is such a lovely vibe. All 3 are nice guys. Thank you, Tiff, with 3 Fs for being part of this positive vibe experience here today. And Chris Abels leaves the last remark laughing at Bobby Nick. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. We are 43 minutes into Over Vibe. We did it. We've done it. We're doing it. We're done. Doing it. We're done. It's over, folks. So tomorrow's Friday, so we're going to finish off the week in a big way. We'll do all the fun stuff we like to do, plus I'll throw in those soulful horoscope readings so we know what the stars hold in mind for us in this coming weekend. So join us in our lounges. Join us at all our other places. Join us tonight on 100 Proof Podcasting channel. For our friend Chops, for our friend Bobby Nick, and to the chat family, you are the vibe, we are the vibe, and this was awesome. Thank you very much. This has been the Vibe Stream Show 228. Peace and love, and we will see you the next time we see you on The Vibe. Bye for now.
Everybody.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.